shit.
You guys, it's been a little while. The last we saw you, you were in the town of Riverstone. You made it back. You battled a Zorn in the morning, cleared out some stuff for the dwarves in some tunnels. They're working on defenses for the city, and they ran into some troubles. And you guys helped them out, made a little bit of money. Were able to upgrade your arsenal quite a bit with a bunch of money you spent. And then you also gathered quite a bit of information from the captain and some others. You know, Jameson's starting to pull forces out of the city. You also know, you also got some guys that Arlo's kind of in with now down at the Frowning Spider. Um, you've heard word that Bradford Dent is was recently in some sort of argument or discussion that did not seem positive with Jameson Hartford uh, out near down by the river at the prospecting company. Some of the people were talking about it happening a couple days ago while you guys were gone. And then you also remembered when going through notes that you have a druid that you have not spoken to since you brought her back to this village.
That's correct.
Oh yeah.
She has a name. It's
That broad.
I got this.
Yeah, I can't. I gotta look at it.
I'm
I gotta
on it.
find it.
That broad.
She's got a
But you had
name.
her up and things
Something
to do.
with Doriel. I was like, it's
Doriel.
something
Okay.
with a
Yeah.
D.
Doriel.
It's always with a D.
Fuck you. There are a lot of them. The main villain does not have a D.
I don't know why he struggles remembering NPC names.
Fuck off. They're not all with a D.
I'm fucking on. Let's go. What are we doing? Okay.
What are you guys doing? It's about 2:30 in the afternoon.
Are we back together in the house? Is that where we're at?
Arlo just got back from the bar
Tavern.
and
Yeah.
Barney and Al were doing some training against spellcaster versus fighter.
Right. Oh shit. Right, because he has Mage Slayer now. God, I hope Austin remembers all his stuff, because he's got all the cool feats. The druid's hanging out at Anders' spot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys want to go talk? You guys want to go talk to her? See how she's doing?
Let's go see how she's doing.
You can go see how she's doing. Yeah. Let's go see.
Maybe she'll want to holler at a player.
Yeah. Holler.
So you guys head over to Anders, and you kind of walk in because it's a shop in town. He runs a little bit of a shop, and it's a decent sized place. So he's also got a small area for mass, and as well as his home on the second floor. But there's a shop that's where you would have picked up all your healing potions.
Right. Yeah, so we picked up healing potions and didn't talk to this broad. What is
but you're coming back.
What is she? Is she a dwarf? Am I remembering that right?
I believe she was a elf.
Elf. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
yeah.
Not exactly sure.
Hey, at least our to-do list is up to date. Okay. Well, you pick something and we'll make that canon.
But yeah, we'll say no. Yeah, it was elf, and because she was younger looking in the vision you saw her in, and then after this whole ordeal, she looked quite aged.
Okay.
Because I remember telling you that. That the process, because she had basically a god living inside her body, and it took a toll on her body.
Motherfucker better be paying rent.
Oh, that's right. Nah.
So, she is there. Ander, you haven't really talked to him much about her. But if you would have talked to him at all prior to this, he would have told you she hasn't really talked much. Um,
Okay.
Okay.
she's kind of kept to
Mm.
herself, gone on lots of walks, kind of disappears
Fucking,
for hours on end, but always comes back around meal times and to
fucking
sleep at night.
talking to trees and shit.
Yeah.
Just
Uh,
a real,
Possibly
just a
just
real
disappearing
elderly woman,
yeah.
as a robin for hours. You
Yeah.
know,
a real golden girl.
Yeah.
she's pretty
Taking
powerful
showers.
from the ordeal she went through.
um, cool. Well, yeah,
Fuck.
we walk in.
Um,
You head
trying to
on
think how
in,
to
and Anders at the front desk. He's like, "Ah, gentlemen, nice to see you again. What did you come by for?"
We were thinking we'd check in with your hostage. Wait, that's not the right word. Uh,
Hostage?
your,
yeah,
your sex
Who do you
slave,
speak
right?
of?
prisoner.
What are you assuming and accusing me of,
Concubine. Yes, that's good.
Mister Bonnie?
Yes. No. The druid lady. It's been a while. Uh,
Ah,
yeah.
Doriel. Yes,
Yes.
Damn,
How's she been?
she's
Doriel.
sh- she's been doing okay. She doesn't talk much. She wanders around the city, and I believe she shapeshifts and disappears off into the wilderness at times. But she's usually back in the
Shit.
evening for rest when she's not perched in a tree as an owl at
So,
night.
so she's like a okay. I'm about to say she's like a cat. She comes back from the meals, like
Uh,
She can wild shape twice a day.
yeah.
uh,
Interesting.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
she's a druid.
Um.
That's what they
yeah,
do.
she's a druid. Yeah, she shifts off as a beast basically. She
Wait.
flies off into
So
the
so she's
wilderness.
turned into an owl, which means she's at least what, like a level 8 druid.
Oh, she was touched by a god, so she was like a level 1 or 2 druid, and then she was touched by a god, and she's much higher now.
Got that good.
Damn.
She's super high.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good. Good. That. Great. Great.
She's
Um.
yeah.
high AF, bro.
Fuck. Okay.
But
Yeah.
I see how we
she's here
approach
now.
her.
She's actually out in the garden tending to some of the things she's been growing. My garden's never looked this good. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, she growing that sticky
That owl
icky.
fertilizer. Sorry.
Yeah, she turns into a bat and just shits all over the place because it's good fertilizer.
I mean, fuck it.
Eating bugs. Yeah. Well, then,
She's got the best cobweed in the county, if that's what you're asking.
yeah, she's got that.
Sir, I don't. That's. I don't need to know that information.
All right, well, take
Oh, that was.
take it
Never mind.
and use it on your new friends at the bar.
It, it's a
Yes.
relaxing
Absolutely.
herb that you smoke from a cob pipe. You know.
Oh, that sounds like my jam.
Barney looks like he looks and says, "Do you think I'm unfamiliar?" I remember Woodstock.
He's like, I'm an old stoner man.
Pretty much.
I figured you.
Yeah, I did it once or twice. Let's go.
My poison's alcohol, but I'll do some of that.
Yeah, let's go check her out. Let's go talk to
Go
her.
see what she's doing.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome to see your way right through. There's the back down that hallway through that door.
Okie dokie. We go there.
We walk out there.
You walk
Yeah,
out
we
and
go
you
there.
see a bolsterous garden. That spreads kind of this whole. It's not a huge distance here on the map, but it's probably a good like 50, 60 foot yard, and
Okay.
there's not grass there anymore.
Flowers
She's
and
got
everything.
plants,
It's almost
flowers. There's
Okay.
patches of corn, little patches of cucumbers, and it looks like a couple full trees that you don't remember seeing here have sprouted. Uh,
Huh.
Looks like full apple and
Poison
orange
ivy.
tree. Like, yeah, quite. It looks like just a nice sized, just vibrant garden. There's also flowers, roses, tulips, uh, dan-
Are there any
or
pansies?
sure.
T-
There's pansies. There,
Yeah.
every flower you could imagine is like scattered throughout this garden. Um, and you see down one of the paths is this elven woman, would look to be elvish age in her looks, about 7 or 800.
so that's
And
Years
she
like,
old.
probably looked like she was around 100 to 200
Hi,
in the
handsome.
vision you
Sorry.
had previously, Barney. The
right.
rest of you have only seen her in this older aged with, well, you would have seen her young when you fought
What
her
is
and
that?
then watched her kind of wither when the magic fell off of her.
What is that in dog years or people years?
Um
Because I don't remember.
so
They're immortal,
el- elves live to be
basically.
around 1,000 years old,
Okay, so she's like
Okay,
I
so
want to
60,
she's
say.
60,
That's not
70.
very
getting to
long.
be elderly.
She's like 70 or 80.
Ugh.
She's looking, starting to look
Oh,
elderly.
Got it.
And she was in like her 20s before because they mature at 100.
Gotcha. Okay.
so I elbow him, and I'm like, "Hey, old man, go ahead and get some of that." No,
Oh no,
hey, buddy,
that's above
she's
my
ready for your.
that's above my pay grade. Hello.
No, buddy,
Hi.
Prime. What? Oh,
Hey.
hi. How you
Hello.
doing? Hey, you
Hey.
remember us? How you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
How are
The
you
three
doing?
have returned.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, yeah. There's three of us. Yeah, you're good with that math.
Here we are. How are you?
Yeah. Am I two or three or one? Which one am I?
You're a deuce.
I'm the juice.
You're the
Yes, I'm number
You,
two. I like it.
you are the swift.
Ooh.
Oh, this bitch is getting fucking what's cryptic. Um,
Yeah. I like it. I like to stay in long. Two
he
pumps and I'm done. Sorry. Sorry.
he's pretty quick. That's what we've seen. How
Yeah.
are how
I
are
am. I get around quick.
how are you doing?
I am here, as I shall be.
All right.
It's true. You're making a really nice garden. This is all your work right here.
This is the work of the mother, the work that flows through me, the work of Sylvanus.
Ah, okay. Ah, I've heard of that. I don't know nothing about it, but I heard the name. I've heard the name.
yes, you have. Good job.
So,
You've
boy,
heard
let's
many
get back to
things,
this.
haven't you,
I'm
swift one?
yeah, I've heard a lot of things. Yes, yeah, you hear a lot of things when you're lower and nobody sees you. Yes, you hear a lot of
When
conversations.
no one pays attention to you.
That's right.
Yes,
See,
it's
look at
easy
her.
to
She's
get
smart.
lost in the crowd.
She gets it.
Sure, it's sometimes for my benefit. Sometimes I
And
like
this
it.
whole time, she still hasn't like looked at you. She's tending her garden as she's speaking with you, and you're
Sure,
kind of
just kind of
looking
talking. Okay,
at her, and she's
I
moving
can see that.
further into the flowers, and you kind of would have to follow her a little bit to
Kind of
continue talking to
follower,
her.
yeah.
But
So I said,
she's not really acknowledging you're there, but she's talking back and forth with you, like
yeah,
not
well, that makes
physically
sense.
body language wise.
So, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna keep playing. So I guess I'm trying to warm her up.
Do it.
So I'm the Swift. So what are these two? What do you got? Something you got some names for them? I'm curious.
Well, there's the scared and the once brave.
Oh, it's interesting.
Who's Barney puts his finger on
You
his toes
guys,
and
you
goes,
guys
"Not
decide
it."
that. He's looking. I'm between the two of you, and I'm looking up like, you guys decide that.
Not it. Not it. Who's who? I think I'm probably the scared one.
You always think
I
correctly,
agree with
don't
that.
you?
I don't.
Always thinking.
I try to
Thinking
be.
too much
Maybe
about what could and not what you can do,
I
but
can.
always thinking.
I can do
Come on,
things.
man. Just calling you out, bro.
I do some things sometimes. Uh, um, oh,
Confidence not your strong suit, but that's
definitely.
okay.
You're right on it there, sister. How have you been feeling since our last interaction?
Tired, but ready.
Ready for what?
Ready. Yeah, ready for what?
The cold.
Oh, right. There's a winter
Winter.
coming. Right.
Mm.
Um. Yeah.
For the change of season.
Ah, not a change, more
Okay.
like a drastic shift.
Oh.
It will be here soon.
We've heard about that. You got any insight on maybe how to prevent that? It sounds quite awful, and I can't imagine it's gonna do anything great for your garden here.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. We want to preserve this.
my garden will do fine. If it
Lots of
dies,
places
it
to
will
be.
regrow.
I mean, what?
If it dies, it will regrow, as the cycle of nature will
Yeah,
be.
Well,
that is true.
I'm glad you're very okay with it. I'm not so much.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
as
we
to
got.
the stopping of the winter, it has already been put in motion. It can't be stopped, but it can be ended.
Um, can I?
How do we survive it? Mm,
We stop it from lasting forever.
Um,
okay, I like that.
can I? Can I? I'm gonna make like a insight check on her, like why if I have any inclination as to why she seems so cool
You can
with
make
it.
a religious religion check.
Okay. Uh,
Okay.
that is a 15.
15. So you're not exactly sure, but you think you've heard about something called the uh the God haze.
Okay.
In any instance someone's been touched by a deity, in
Touched
instances where
by,
they've been claimed to be touched by a deity, they've
touched by.
basically named that the God haze. You don't remember much more about it, but you do remember the phrase
So
God
basically, it's
haze.
like the Zeus roofie then.
Yeah. That, for sure.
Zeus Ruby
Well,
some?
you'd have to get a
Zeus
little more
Cosby's them.
information.
Oh,
You might be able to check with Ander
fuck.
and see if he knows a little more about a God haze.
Okay.
I just told you what it
About
was.
Purple Haze.
Yeah.
Purple Haze.
If your butthole feels a little funny and you just saw Zeus, I mean, put two and
Oh,
two together, you just assume you got laid.
Well, I mean, I
it's
gotta
a
ima-
little woozy.
I gotta imagine that that's gonna fuck somebody
It might.
up. They're definitely not gonna
Probably.
feel like themselves.
Hey
Spanish
Adam,
fly. What?
can you check the Facebook Messenger?
Yeah, I actually will
Fuck
be
you, Facebook Messenger.
right back. I need to go get new batteries for my keyboard so I can keep track of this shit. Hang on.
How dare you?
I'm trying to log
Okay.
into
Battery for his
D&D and
keyboard?
Beyond,
Weird.
and I logged
Gotcha.
out. So I have to log back in. I need I need the code that
Yeah, his
I got
Twitch
emailed.
stuff.
Oh, gotcha. I
So I'm
think
trying to
I.
be on the low. I was trying to be low key about it.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. I mean, I could pretty much do what we're doing right now, smoking anyway. Um,
Let me see if I have it.
Uh,
I might have it saved somewhere. Probably not.
How do you
Mm,
like this character so far, guys?
Hi, dog.
Fun.
she's cool. She kind of seems like half poison ivy, half like I don't know, like a I don't know, some kind of deity kind of thing. I don't know.
Well, she a druid is poison ivy. Like they're poison ivy mixed with shape shifting.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah.
poison
That's
ivy
what
could
she
turn
seemed
into
like
a
poison
bear,
ivy.
yeah, if poison ivy could
That'd be
turn into a
cool.
bear, that's this bitch.
This bitch. Yeah, I don't have it saved. Did you see his thing
Yeah, I'm
about
working on it.
Twitch, the login? Okay, I thought
I'm
I had
trying to
saved somewhere.
find the email.
No,
I don't
Adam gets
see it.
sent a code. He already has the password and stuff. Adam gets sent a code,
Uh,
Oh,
and you have to
gotcha.
input it. Yeah.
Let me see if I can
Uh,
find it on my phone. Hang on.
Yeah, they
Really
sent it to your
cheating to
email.
find that shit on my phone.
Can you guys see what I'm presenting? Or just see
yep.
me?
Is it your
Your
butthole?
dick. Sorry. Verify login code. Yeah, yeah.
You're
Um,
presenting like a.
did it go to did it go to JDP at all? I could probably find it. Nope. No JDP. Eyes.
Uh,
Mm-mm-mm.
is there a resend option, Austin? Try resending that. Wait, I got it. Did you hit it
I just
already?
It always takes a minute for them
It's
fuckers to come on.
098919.
oh come on, this is like my keyboard's not working.
John, I hope we get lunch tomorrow.
Me too.
What was it again?
Yeah.
098919.
Nice. That worked.
Logging you in.
Okay.
Now bring up your porn pages.
There it is.
No, he put that in our favorites. Fucking cocksucker. Like I don't look up porn on my phone like a freaking normal
I
adult.
enjoyed I enjoyed the thematic tabs. I'll take it.
It was funny. I liked it. I
Yep.
did.
I'm
I'm just
like,
giving him
oh,
shit
okay,
because
cool.
that's fun.
There's porn.
Okay.
I'm coming. Hang on.
You're good, man. You're
When
good.
you're looking down playing with your dick, and then you say you're coming. It's almost
Coming.
too easy.
Yeah.
Hang on. Almost there.
Hang on. Oh God.
Don't do it.
Baseball, 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 baseball.
I got that reference, Adam.
Baseball. Okay. Okay.
John, did you hear Adam when you were cleaning up the scrubber and he's like a horse came?
It looks like a bunch
I don't know
of.
if I heard that or
It looks
not,
like a bunch of
but that's
horse.
what
Yeah, yeah. He's
they,
like, we were
it
like that
did.
horse came
I was
so
yelling about.
much.
This is my cat.
Did you hear what Tank said
It.
earlier?
Handsome. Hi,
Oh
handsome.
God! Shut up, Tank. Oh,
It got me good.
it's so much creepier in person, though.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
It just
Yeah, it
is.
is.
Okay, talk to the druid. Druid
So yeah,
is
you guys are
being
talking to the
Yeah,
druid.
okay, so
seems to be.
we asked her how we can
God.
slow it down or something, Adam. Was that your last question?
I was kind of asking her how to
Like how to-
prevent it
how
or
to-
survive it, or really just any way
Survive it
to
or
not get butt fucked by this
Yeah.
winter, because
Her
Oncoming
response was that
force.
you can't stop it. It's already been put into motion, but you can end it.
okay. Do you have any tips on how to end it?
You'll have to
Yeah,
travel
any
to its
insight you can
heart,
help us?
which will be where it's
What if I
summoned.
just ask her? Ask
Wait,
her if
wait,
there's anything that we just need to know.
wait.
Am I there too? I
Yeah, but he was telling us
Oh,
what we need to
yeah, you're
know.
here.
Hang on.
You're
Just let him
here.
finish. Start over, John.
I'm gonna let
You'll,
you finish, but
God
Beyonce,
damn
sorry.
it.
you'll,
Go ahead, John.
you'll have to travel to where it's summoned, defeat it at its heart, the god, that is.
The which you got any idea
Huh.
what god that might be?
I cannot recall the name.
Is this god or deity imposing itself on a particular person?
I bet.
It is not clear.
Okay. You're like a magic eight ball. You're nice. Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm
What else
trying
am I
to.
trying to think of?
What else could
Not
it be?
clear. Okay.
Um,
Um, do you know is there any way we can hold on? Is there any way we can figure out where the heart of this storm is? This god, this power?
I,
Is there any way we
I'm
can find it?
I am told I was to protect you, and you will stop the heart. I don't know how. I just know you will.
Yeah. You're here to protect us. That's
Dormer
good to
passed
know.
his
That
sword.
helps.
Until you go for the
It's
heart.
helpful.
That you do on your own.
Okay.
But a great danger will beset upon us before then. I know little about it. I just know I must be here to help. So I stay and tend my garden.
okay.
I like
You're
that.
just you're just you're waiting and you're ready. You're waiting and ready for this.
I do know one thing.
What's that?
Your true enemy has not shown himself to you yet.
Well, that's disappointing. We thought we knew who the bad guy was.
Yeah.
That could also mean
That's
that.
what is that son of a bitch?
I mean, it still might be Jameson. He just hasn't revealed his true form,
He
or it's
hasn't
someone who's
gone Super
different.
Saiyan yet.
This unfrozen dick. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You might be right. It's true form.
Yeah. Maybe he's gonna like peel his.
Okay.
Maybe it's gonna be like Iron Man
So
3. Like, like it's just a dude we
yeah,
know
yeah,
who's a dick, and then later on he's way
yeah.
stronger. Even though this
He's
guy,
a lava man.
even
Yes.
though this guy already handed our dicks to us in a paper bag.
Pretty much.
Well,
I get. Until then, do we just need to prepare? Do we know? Do you know when this threat's going to come? Should we, trying to think of the
I
way to say this. Like,
I do not I do
go
not
ahead.
know when, but I
well,
know you're on the right path.
okay,
Well, that's good to
that's
know.
good.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
glad we know that.
I don't, I can't think of anything else to ask this chick.
No.
Can you
Yeah.
guys?
I mean, like, I guess we can. I get. Well, the only thing I can think of is there anything you need from us for
Good,
you for
good
to
question.
prepare for this? Do you need anything?
That's a
You know,
great
we want to
question.
make sure you're okay.
We're helpful.
I couldn't ask you for anything more than you've already done or the great things you will do.
You want a soda or?
Well, I appreciate that.
You got
Son
any?
of
You
a
got any
fucker.
weeds you need? Well, you probably like weeds, but do you have any pests? Pests?
RC?
I have firebolt. I can burn stuff you don't like, but I think you like the weeds and the plants and the bugs all the same.
Yeah, let's say let's not burn nothing
I'd
around here
prefer if
right
you
now.
didn't set anything in my garden on fire.
That's great. That see, and
Other
Yeah,
that's
no,
other
why I
than
that would
asked.
this,
be
and
nice.
and as she says, other than this large bush grows in front of you, like gets taller and grows just full as hell. And she pulls this
Hmm.
large, sticky green and red-haired bud off. And
John, speak slower,
if you
John.
need to
Speak
What's
set
slower.
something on fire, set this on.
I thought we
Ah,
were I
look at
re-
you.
I thought we were gonna roll for initiative, but then I remembered the weed jokes from earlier. Um,
Yeah.
Weed and
actually,
weed.
to be honest with you, I think a bit of that may come in handy. Do you have any you can spare?
Take as much as you
Sure she
need.
does.
Okay, so we take a little bit because no joke. I think
Never know.
I think when Arlo goes back, because we're definitely sending Arlo back to the bar at a later hour, because he went in the morning last time. So like, maybe he can like
Yeah.
smoke some fools out and maybe get
I mean, a different way. Yeah.
loosen their lips a little bit.
Loosen them
Like
up more. Yeah.
this sounds like a weed joke, but like I think it's at least got a chance at working.
I'm gonna bring a bunch of this and a whole bag of Doritos. We're on, dude. It's game on.
If nothing else, we can sell it for gold.
Yeah, yeah.
um,
We're
okay,
Breaking Bad.
I guess we'll leave you to it then.
Yeah, I'll leave you to keep tending your garden and preparing it. We're gonna keep getting ourselves ready. We gotta. I feel like we have some more stuff to do, and we're gonna. Hopefully, we can all work together to defeat this thing. Right, guys?
So
huzzah!
I want to ask her. I want to ask her. Do you have
That you
any?
will, the swift.
Do you have any? Do you have any good herbs for teas?
Herbs or teas? Yes, over here. And she takes you for a walk,
Yeah, we.
just kind of through some plants, and she touches her hand to a bare spot, and a plant grows, and she plucks you 3 different sets of leaves from the same plant, and tells you 3 of the finest brews there are.
I pull out a little leather pouch
Arnold,
and
one
I
of
put
them
the tea. I put them
was
in there for
Arnold
my.
Palmer's.
She probably has a lemon tree.
Over there, next to the oranges and
Yeah.
apples.
Yep. Um.
Thank
Cool.
you.
We
You're
don't have
welcome.
we don't
But thank you.
John, we don't have the ability, like, none of us are proficient with, like, poisoning, are we?
I'm proficient in brewery, which
You'd
is
have to
like
tell me you would not be proficient in a poisoner's kit, though.
I have alchemist supplies. That's about as close as I'm getting.
You could craft like a poison.
Right, but then, like, applying it to a weapon is. I know it takes, like, an action in combat, but, like. I'm just thinking out of my butt here for a second, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't think I don't have anything else to ask her. I'm feeling very non imaginative right now, but I can't think of anything else. So I mean, I assume we can always come back to her as long as we're in town. So she said she's gonna be here. Um, but while I was thinking, and we can ask Tank when he gets back too. Um, we're right here. I know we left in fuck. I can't remember what it was at this point. We left something with Anaxi for him to study. I'm wondering if while we're in the neighborhood, if we should just pop in there real quick, because
wasn't it the jewel or the necklace or whatever?
yeah. You're I think, or did we leave those with the
See,
wizard? No, you might be
You left him
right.
with an axie
Yeah.
because he's been working with the wizard.
see, I pay
Um,
attention.
he's
Anax,
been working with the wizard to decipher the stuff. So
right.
they've been working together to help you guys out
He's
because
he's
they've all
like
kind of come together in this plan,
We
and
come
they feel something's wrong
together
too.
right
Right?
now
he's like
over.
an Axi's like when you're playing one of those like RTSs, but like you're trying to upgrade your tech. He's like the research building, so like you gotta like give him a job and then wait like until he's done with it, and then you come back and you have new shit.
Hmm.
Like
Except he's
Q.
just information.
Right.
He
So
he pulls all the secrets off the. He's basically the guy from National Treasure, Nicolas Cage in National Treasure.
So Tank,
He's got
what I was saying
he
is
can
Skill to
decipher
hit, man.
anything.
I approve of that
he's
message.
also kind of our guy in the chair. Um, Tank, what I
Yeah,
was saying is
a little bit.
while we're over here, maybe we pop back in here
Uh-huh.
because the other thing on our to do list is to go talk to Bradford Dent, and I believe he is down. He's down at the Glitter Gem Prospect, John. Yes.
Uh, no, he's basically under that farthest on the left windmill across the river from there. That's where he's located.
Windmill on the left. I'm not seeing that.
Or not windmill, but water wheel
Oh, okay. Okay.
on the
So,
river
okay. Yeah.
riverbank there.
So he's like over
Yeah,
here. Okay. Yeah. So
yeah.
I think we pop
It's an
back.
actual mill.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we pop back in, see if Anaxi's got anything, and then that way we have more information in case because we don't know this guy. So let's see if he's got anything going on.
Well, you just dropped that stuff off with the Naxi today.
Son of a bitch. I forget stuff.
Motherfucker.
Okay. Well then, fuck it. Let's
I'm
go.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that
Well,
was yeah, because you
well,
just got to town
no,
last night.
that's
Really?
Yeah.
I believe you and what you say goes with mechanics. So, um, yeah. Well then, boys, we've got another person to hit up. This guy, we've been told he's been working with Jameson, but apparently they're not too close. So let's go hit this guy up, shall we?
Let's do
Let's
it.
go see what this guy says. Here.
Do we know what this guy is? Is he like? Do I have him on my NPC list? Um,
Uh, I don't know if you do or not. He's
no,
Bradford Dent. He
no, Miss
basically heads up
Prospector.
Jameson's.
He's on there.
Yeah,
Independent
he heads up
prospecting. Yeah, got him.
yeah,
Cool.
he
I
heads up Jameson's prospecting company, and he's basically, from what you've been told, he's one of like four people that arrived here in town with Jameson.
gotcha.
One being the big burly kid that you saw with him, the guy in the
Oh,
heavy armor with the great sword.
right. He showed up in the house with him.
Yeah, he was probably in like his 30s, so you imagine they've been here about 10 years. He was probably in his early 20s when they got here.
Gotcha.
Um, and then there's a half orc that you've yet to see that is said to work for him, but said that he very rarely returns to town in the past 7 years,
So he's
because it
like,
was about the third year they were in town that they started to find this stuff.
okay. Uh,
And you know that it was Bradford, Jameson, and then those two. I
okay.
don't know if you've gotten their names yet.
No, not to my knowledge, we have not. So, okay. Well, and I assume going in, we know this dude's a gnome. Does that sound right?
No, if that was what you got on the original sheet, and that's wrong.
Oh, okay,
He's a human.
Hmm.
okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, then I had him twice.
Okay.
I used that name again. So that guy now no longer exists. He
Uh,
is
Bradford.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we have. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
doesn't matter. Okay, I was
You've
just
never talked to him before, so it doesn't matter.
no, it doesn't. No,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say.
It does.
I was just gonna tell Arlo, since this guy's a gnome, speak gnomish to him. That'll endear us. But
True.
he's a human, so
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I think you just asked him if his sister
Yeah.
sucks dick.
Now there are some gnomes down there that do work
Should
gem
do but
prospecting,
stuff.
and that's the glitter gems.
Okay,
Those are gnomes that work in the river as gem prospectors. They're
Sounds like a 60s
they're
R&B
they're
group.
renowned for their underwater machines that they use to prospect the gems straight from the bottom of the river.
all right.
Machine.
Well, let's go see this
Okay.
dude.
Let's go see this this
Okay.
this this dude, this player.
You head to see Bradford Dent. You get uh, to the riverside, and the river's kind of down. And the way this river they have it built, almost the town, and the way this river sets, is it
Good, I won't
sets
drown.
like five when it's lower, it's like 5 or 6 feet below the town's level.
Uh
Like
huh.
they built the town up
Okay.
higher and
Sure.
built the ground around the river up higher.
In
So
case of
they
flooding.
They
then
built
there's
this into rock and roll.
staircases. Yeah, there's like staircases and floating docks that go down into the river. Some of
Okay.
them are even underwater by the time you get down there. And it's this
Okay.
whole connected area of these floating docks you see span both sides of the river. This is your first time really coming down to this area. You've walked past it but never really looked into it.
Okay.
And you're walking down these sprawling
Oh,
staircases,
Uh huh.
and you look around and you have to ask a few people, but you finally get pointed in the right direction to the Jameson Prospect or the Hartford Prospect. And there's they point you to an office
right.
once you get up to
Yep.
some of the Jameson men.
Okay. And
And there's a door in front
And
of you
we
that says
nice little
Bradford
little
Dent on
rap
the
rap
door.
rap.
yes.
You knock on the door.
Boom boom boom. Yep.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Bradford.
Uh, we
Ah,
we're friends looking for information.
I know. I'm trying.
Information. Piss off.
Oh. Okay. Hmm.
Well, actually, we're trying to. We're looking for information, but we can also give information. You know, things about certain people that you might not be in line with recently. You know.
Don't be butting in. Shit you don't understand. Buzz off.
Hmm.
But we may not understand, but we're here to help. I fucking.
We we're just people trying to do what's best for the town there, friend. You mind if we bend your ear for a minute?
Yeah. Yep. Trying to keep the town going.
Why would this town need to keep going? You know of a threat?
We do.
Like I said, yeah, there's things we know. Like I said, we can maybe swap some information. You know, a little something we know, a little something you know. Why not? What's there to lose? Just talking.
And you hear a chair slide back as he gets up, and you hear some paces as the floor creaks, and you hear a ka-chunk as the door unlocks and it creaks open, and he like tosses it to start opening, and he walks back to his desk. He sits down back at his chair. Who are you?
And Arlo comes in. We're here to sell you some WD-40. No, it's playing. Sorry.
WD 40
Sorry.
sells
I
itself, sir. It doesn't need salesmen.
all the all the
Um,
creaking and stuff.
uh,
Anyways, we are
you
we are
real quick,
what's up?
before you go any further, you see sitting at this table a kind of grizzled gentleman,
Okay.
probably in his 50s.
I got pretty hair now.
Um,
Oh yeah. Can you hold my phone?
salt and pepper hair, uh, beard, full beard, and a scar on his left eye coming down from the top all the way down his cheek, cutting into his beard. And he's
freshly or is like an
play
old scar.
old scar.
Okay,
And
just
he's
double checking.
played by Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, let me take this. I have a scar too. Uh, I don't know if that ever got established, but it's definitely in the backstory I
Um,
sent John.
Close that door behind you.
You got it, friend.
Here,
and
we'll come on in. No problem. We'll close it behind us.
uh,
Big fella here. We'll
well,
close it.
my name's Barney. My shorter friend here is Arlo, and this big beefy boy back
How
here,
you doing?
he's Dorian. It's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Yeah, buddy.
I assume you already know who I am.
Oh yeah, you're a man that
Yeah.
needs no
We've heard.
introduction.
That's right. You're a man around town for sure,
Now,
Mister
why'd you
Bradford
come
Dick,
knocking on my
right?
door?
We
Just a couple of days after an old friend of mine, who I'll admit is clearly not the man I once knew, comes warning me about you.
yeah. He
Interesting.
he's certainly not a fan of us. But
No,
uh,
he's
but we heard from a trusted source that maybe you're not his biggest fan these days either.
yeah. And
Well,
and from what you said, it seems like it's true.
the way
Not the man he used to be.
the way I see it, my friend died a long time ago.
Do
Interesting.
Was
you?
consumed by something in that forest.
Huh. Well, he
Whatever he
Okay.
is now wants to take over at least this city. And I've been trying to talk to him to pull my friend out, but I think he's gone.
well maybe he's still in
Well,
there to save. Maybe we can help with that.
yeah, yeah. We're here. I think
Whether
we're in a equal investment of saving this town and saving people's lives.
right now this town is of utmost importance to me. Because
Samesies.
Understand? Yeah,
while Jameson
understandable.
might not have connection, I met a woman I love and I've fathered children in this town. I'm part of this town now. This town runs in me. I can't just let it go. And I don't know what's letting him let everything he used to care about go. And if it's just him being a piece of shit, then I guess I want to be part of the side that puts a dagger in his heart.
Well, I think we can come to agreement with that, buddy. I didn't want to jump to conclusion for that for him being your old friend, but he's starting to seem mighty dangerous, and I feel like unfortunately, we have to find some way to stop him.
I don't know how much of a help I can be. I can tell you where he
Well,
came from, but I don't know what he's been doing. I haven't
but
gotten involved in that. He had
I
an
would say,
itch for adventure, and whatever he found, it's not my friend. Now, don't get me wrong, we weren't good people before we got here. We killed, we stole. Big time bank robbers mostly.
we've
But
all done some shady stuff, buddy. Don't worry about it. At least me. I understand.
from what he's been talking about, well, it's mostly drunken rants at first. So I thought he was just, or at least that's what it seemed to be. So I thought he was just drinking and losing it. Plans. He's now got the ability, the power to take over the world. I know it sounds ludicrous,
Yeah.
No,
but I've
The
seen him
things
do
we've
some
seen, it
things.
doesn't. It doesn't, buddy. Don't worry. We've seen some things, so nothing surprises at this point, right, fellas?
for sure.
Now, I'll tell you this. The most dangerous thing you can do with Jameson is think you're a step ahead of him.
Yeah, we've learned the hard way that
we
he's ahead of us by every step.
like 9 steps probably.
That's
Like we've never really thought that.
yes.
We've been just kind
No.
of trodden this path, and
We've been humbled. We've
yeah,
been humbled, haven't we?
he's playing 4D chess.
Yes, we've been humbled by his power and by his influence, for sure. That's why we're coming to any and everybody we can talk to. Coming to one of his old friends. We just any information, anything we can get to get an edge. You know, that's all we're trying to do.
Do you know anything that I don't know? Maybe this is not the right way to go about things. But do you know anything that the Jameson you once knew might hold dear and might like hold some weight with his old self that we could use, maybe not against him, but use to bring him back, or bring him back to the good, or you know, I think you're picking up what I'm putting down.
The Jameson I once knew wanted nothing more to be rich enough that he didn't have a care in the world. And that's what he is and was.
Hmm,
And I think he got bored with that.
that's a
But
shame.
then, and that's why he went out into the forest looking for some sort of adventure, something to challenge him. But when he
So
came
he got
back,
bored of riches and money, and he like maybe he upgraded to power.
maybe, but he doesn't sound like my friend all the time. Something's off.
Sure. That's too bad. Yeah, we came across a particular object that he seemed to covet pretty badly, and boy did he took it. That's he just reached out and touched us, and it's no longer in our possession.
Reach
Oh,
out
I
and
bet it has
reach.
something to do with that godforsaken fucking city he found.
Yeah, it's sure. We heard tell of that too, and I think you're correct.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, uh, do you have a plan?
Um,
Do you have
yeah,
anything? I don't know
We're
what I could be of help to tell you. I mean, I could tell you of old
we're
escapades, but
um,
I don't know how much that's going to
we're
give
we're
you.
we're we're slowly devising our plan and getting the pieces that we need to even start a defense against him or to figure things out. So, dog. Um, but
None
I
of
don't
that
know. I
made
mean,
any
can
sense,
you?
kid. None at all.
no, yeah, you know, it did. You said
I know,
we're
I'm just
trying.
joking.
Oh,
I'm just joking.
um,
Oh, okay. I'm like,
He
what?
said something about the feds. That's why I was
Um,
no, he
joking.
said
the
defense.
Oh,
feds. The feds.
Yeah, no,
okay.
Turd.
we've got,
The
we,
feds. Yeah, we
we,
got we got the feds on our side, bitch.
we've got, we've got
We
Danny
got ICE.
Trejo.
He's getting deported.
Danny Trejo is working for the
Danny Trejo.
CIA.
That's right.
Um,
Um,
ooh, we should find Machete and see if
um,
he'll help us.
oh, fuck.
Um,
Okay,
well,
He's located
so
in the
I'm trying
desert,
to figure.
southern half of the map there.
got it. Good to
Yeah.
know.
So here, I guess a question for you is, when did he start seeming different? When he went out into the woods and did this adventure, what caused that? What was the catalyst for that? Anything you can give us about that?
I don't know. He always spoke in such riddles about it. Like that the city holds some secret, some key. He's going to control the most powerful being anyone's ever controlled. He's going to have the power to finally do what he couldn't do before, which makes no sense.
Do you know what he couldn't do? But what that thing he couldn't do before? What that's in reference to, or is that
No,
still escaping you? Okay.
and I I've known this man for 30 years, probably 35, 40. Hell, I was a kid. He's about 10 years older than me, maybe a little more. Took me under his wing, taught me everything he knew, and then some. But it's different. He talks about things every once in a while. It's like things he's never done that are a story I've never heard before, and it could have been something he's done and never told me, but there wasn't much he hadn't told me. At
Uh,
least as far as I knew.
um. So, John, just to save us a bit of time here, I'm gonna say that Barney starts slowly, like, letting loose details of stuff we've discovered, about Telwind and the Telwani 3 and all that shit. But, like, the stuff that's would seem the most inconsequential, and then gradually ramp it up until he, like, something maybe, like, triggers something for him. Like, maybe that's what, like, you know what I'm, does it make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're explaining stuff to him. Um, and he kind of perks up when you're telling about the story when he knocked everybody out. And then you're telling him about the conversation back and forth you had with Jameson a bit. And you mentioned, because it stuck in your mind, his reason for not going in there was because he doesn't take a risk.
Yeah, fuck. I forgot. How did I
And
forget about that? That part pissed me off. Like, didn't piss me
uh
off, but it was like, bro, you just handed our asses to us. It's not a
yeah,
risk.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Thanks for
Uh
bringing that back up.
and you you say that, and he's like, that ain't right.
What
His
don't add up to you, friend?
Jameson has always said, there ain't a risk I won't take.
Hmm. Well, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Huh.
See, like I said, there's something going on with my friend.
I wonder,
I don't know what it is.
I wonder if maybe the lights are on, but maybe somebody else is in the house. If you know what I'm saying.
That could be.
Like he's possessed or something.
Yeah. So
Well, if I know
something
Jameson,
like that.
there's two participants fighting in that house,
Hmm. Well, maybe.
because he is no weak-minded individual.
So whatever's fighting him must be pretty strong too.
I would think, because I don't remember him ever being able to do any of the things you described, or some of the things I've seen,
Well, I mean,
under the guise that if I ever mentioned a word of it, bad things would happen to me. But at this point, I think
Oh
we'll
wow.
just see if those are gonna happen.
oh, let me pause you real quick. Okay, if he mentioned what bad things were gonna happen to him.
I don't know.
No, 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 no.
But
This
what I
is.
saw him
Oh,
do,
okay.
but what I saw him do to an individual that had crossed him, in an instance that I guess he felt like he needed to prove a point. Like I said, I thought he was having a problem with his booze and drinking too much and gone on a bit of a rage. But it also felt like he was proving a point to me. when
She
he
wanted to show
roasted a
you how much
man in
power he
half of
had.
a dinner table right in front of me,
Wow.
What
set
provoked
it
that?
ablaze.
What did that individual do that provoked that behavior?
This particular individual was a gentleman who worked for him who got caught accosting a young woman in town.
Okay.
Do you think it offended, perhaps offended Jameson's sense of chivalry, or maybe
It
the it
it
just drew some
didn't it
heat?
wasn't unusual for him to treat an act like that harshly. He would normally treat an act like that harshly. It was unusual for him to use that means to treat it. I'd never seen him summon fire before,
So yeah, so
but
he like escalated something that he's done before
yes,
to an extreme.
he would have handled any of his men who committed a crime of that nature the way is
Okay.
necessary, because that would not be
Fair enough.
accepted. Anyone who works for me does something like that, damn sure they're going to meet my blade.
Sure, sure. I think we all can agree on that.
But it was the way and the rage and the way he threatened me
Threatened
that
you
if I
Threaten
ever
to
you.
thought if
not
I ever
say
thought to
anything about it.
cross him,
Oh, okay.
yes, I ever thought
Oh,
to cross him or to
cross him.
say something about his ability, I would meet a similar fate or worse.
So
And
Well,
my
don't
friend,
question that he's different. Just act like everything's still the same as what he wanted. He didn't want any
yes,
questions.
yes,
it
he
also
wanted me not to draw attention to him.
also seemed like
Yeah,
maybe he also just wanted to remind everyone around that he was still in charge as well. Um,
He, I have heard that he tends to make those displays more public at his city.
hmm, okay.
Which
and
would kind
you
of
know where this city is,
that
right?
Yeah, we do.
I I've I've never been there.
We know though, like us as a
I've
group.
heard
Us, the
things. I've
media.
seen artifacts. He's decorated that entire damn mansion with artifacts. Gaudiest looking fucking house in the city. I hope they tear it down.
Um,
He he quadrupled the size when he got back the first time.
I have a
The
question.
mansion here in Riverstone, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I have a question for you, friend. Maybe this is just because he's got the means to, but my buddy Arlo here said that he's paying guys crazy amounts to basically do like very low skilled manual labor. I believe he was shoveling coal, right, Arlo, into a furnace.
Yeah, shoveling coal in the furnace in the
He
basement.
was making like 80, 50, 80 gold a week doing that. Do you you don't happen to know what that is it just to heat the place, or is it do you know anything about that?
I mean, I would think it's to heat the place. It's a big place, takes a lot of heat, and he pays all his men well because they got to keep their mouths shut if they see anything that's weird.
Okay.
And if
Um,
they don't open their mouth again.
sure, he probably sews it shut.
Fair enough.
And
Yeah.
that was a little more intense than he used to be. Not a far stretch, but
Okay.
he wasn't usually as decisive as he seems to be now.
Lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You could say that. But it's
John,
not like it's the first man I've seen him kill.
right.
This wasn't a
Sure.
perfect man. He just seemed like he was finally ready to calm down. He never seemed like he was ready for world domination.
Hmm.
So, John is the so I want to go back to where he roasted the dude on fire. Was the guy was excuse me, was Bradford saying that like in the past he would have just like had the dude beheaded quick and painless, and now he like
Yeah.
set him on fire and made him suffer a little bit, so that's why it's different and worse.
Well, it's the fact that he used magic.
And okay, used magic at
That's
all.
the first time he had seen him use magic.
Okay, cool. I just
And it was as a message to, hey, if you're ever thinking about crossing me, you better not.
right. I'm more powerful now. I have more than just blades.
Hmm.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like a torture
He
kind
he
of message
he
or
felt
something
like it was
different.
more of a power play. Um,
Sure. I mean,
but
well,
he
sure.
also said it was also in a way because he tried to make sure it happened before anyone found out. So and he thinks because he never heard of any rumors, he does think that he paid the girl off, which was a new thing. Uh, but which made it seem like he was trying to cover up that it happened and try to
Where
keep eyes off of his men.
Whereas in the past, he would have just allowed the girl to tell her story, and when it came up, he would be like, "Yeah, I killed that guy for what he did."
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
now he's trying to keep, and this was in the past 2 years that
Okay.
this incident happened.
Okay. Do you have?
So it,
So now I want to ask him. Do you? So did he convey that this girl was paid off? Kind of, or at all?
that's what he thinks
Okay.
because nothing ever came up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there was something that happened there.
So do you think that that was basically just to keep his profile low, or do you think there was any more to that, to the keeping her quiet? And why not just off her, you know, secretly? Like he's obviously powerful enough to do it, just to not arouse any more suspicion.
More people that are true to the town that die, the more suspicions and the harder Captain Carduck's gonna fight to find out who was that killed them. Some Jameson man dies, he ain't gonna give two damn licks because most of them are hot garbage pieces of shit. Because
Sure.
that's what Jameson's bringing in now.
How do you feel about Captain Carduck?
He's always been good to me. I try to keep my men out of his hair, and he stays out of theirs. They're hard workers. They tend not to do too much disheveling around town. They can drink too much here and there, but most of the men that work on the water tend to have a drink or
Hey,
two
who
after work.
doesn't?
So
I'm sure we've all been there, but yeah, he seems like a good dude. He's always treated us with respect.
Yeah,
How do
seems
you?
like a noble man.
Here you go, John. How do you feel about the town master?
Hmm.
town master's always treated everyone fair since I've been here. Um, he's looked at me odd because of my association with Jameson in the past handful of years. Because when he came back, we started acquiring more prospects so he could fund his men. We had just our small prospect. We were doing good. We were comfortable. Would have been able to live for the rest of our lives, no problem, without having to lift a finger. I just manage a budget every month. Real simple shit. You're pulling gold out of the water here. But he wanted
Fair
more.
enough.
When he came back, he wanted more. And he bought up most of the prospects, and he's agitated a lot of town members, especially with the outside people he's bringing in, more and more of them. I've tried to keep my men as far away from the other ones he uses. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but
Hmm.
that's usually what our arguments are about.
All right. I would. So I just thought of something. And if we need to roll for this, that's fine too. And maybe Bradford has the answer. is have we ever figured out why this place is never like dried up? Like not the water, but like the riches. Like are they just
Yeah,
washing
gold.
down from further up the river, or like is it something weird going on? Like
There's a it's a small river that just runs from here and empties into the Underdark and into no one really knows where it goes because you can't only water can fit through. But if you get sucked down there, you get sucked into this crevice and drowned to death.
okay,
Um,
Golden.
essentially. And the water erodes you through the little crack over time.
but no one ever like questioned like
But
why
well, they
it's.
come from yeah, I was getting there.
Oh, okay,
So the source, this is where it goes. The source of the river is from one of the highest peaks in that mountain range across the
right.
southern part of the north.
Mm-hmm.
One of the highest peaks sits in the middle there, right where the river starts. And there's a cave that a waterfall pours out of, and it runs into this river. No one's ever made it into that cave, but
Mm.
it's never run dry.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay, so so would we have known that going into this?
Yeah, you would have been able to deduce that early on.
Okay.
You would have
Uh.
heard that story. That's a story locals tell all the time.
Okay.
And you've been here for a few weeks, so you've heard that story at least
You,
five. It would have been told at Al's Wake about 5 times because
Cool.
it's probably one of those that people always tell at things like that.
Okay.
you talking, Austin, or you muted, buddy?
Now you're muted.
I cannot hear
There he is.
you. Yeah, you muted, or I can't
He's
hear
just
you.
making mouth movements. I think. I don't. I don't know sign. More food.
Yeah.
Uh,
More food. Poop. This is
tits.
poop.
I don't know.
Okay, mister,
But
I watched Meet the Fockers.
quality.
I didn't watch Meet the Fockers. I just know poop.
Ash Hole.
Um. Hmm. Okay.
This thing. Hear me now?
Yeah.
There you
Now we
go.
can.
Yes.
Ah, this little fucker. This little fucker. It'll get you every
Ah,
It's called a dongle.
every fu- So was hey, how long has the town master been the town master?
Town Master. Shoot. I mean, he's an elf. It'd been long before I got here. But I think I heard it's about 300 years. His dad founded it. He was some famous guy from the end of the 3,000 year wars. Uh,
So,
he was some guy that signed the treaties.
and how long has the town been the town? Like, how long has this town been here?
I mean, I think
town kid.
yeah, they're getting close. I think
Wait,
1,000 years in the next year. So
And it's always had these diamonds and jewels and gold and stuff coming down from the river. This is the last century.
that's when he founded the city. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I really want to go to this cave now.
Right. I
Yeah.
was gonna save that for when we left this guy because I don't want him to think that we are like stepping on his livelihood.
Yeah, just
So
looking to get
so
the
when we got
riches
out,
and shit.
I was
Yeah.
gonna talk to you guys about that. So we'll save that.
Okay.
Now you would know it's way up in a peak.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Like
Okay.
it's
Sure.
gonna be a long, difficult trip. Like
Well, my plan was to maybe ask like Anaxi and the captain about it as well, without leading on to that we had aspirations to
okay,
possibly go there, because
okay.
that's code for
I'm
me.
just giving you information you would think of in your head. Like that's not somewhere we can get in the next week.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like that's good.
It was mostly me thinking, hey, let's talk to these other NPCs that John voices to see if maybe they're relevant to what we need to be doing to the plot. Not
That's
not
definitely
not some
yeah.
crazy side quest where I'm looking to get rich. Like
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what Austin was thinking though.
if it yeah, but if there's something there that
I'm just
Was it?
fucking with you.
If
No.
there's something there
Oh,
that Jameson might want that
don't
he
think so.
maybe
Wait,
doesn't know about.
what did you think I what did you think I missed,
Wait,
John?
what?
Now he's got a
I
tube
said your
gone.
plan was to go check out the cave
You
as
want to
soon as
get
possible.
rich? Rich,
No,
bitch.
I don't want to get rich. I've seen too many daytime TV shows, and I now think it's the mayor who's evil, and it's part of a century long plot because they've been like this is like I think Jameson is just their
I told
stooge now,
you.
and
I told
it's
you
got to
that
be the
fucker
town
was bad
master.
Jamesons
news.
are
If
spoons.
everyone likes him, he's a town master. He's good to everyone. Instantly just goes.
Yes, I've set up all this plot surrounding this town master, all this red herring stuff just for it to be him.
He's
Yeah,
an
you
evil
are.
twin brother
I
too,
mean,
and the real brother died in a coma. So
and then had an affair with his twin sister. It's a telenovela.
Yeah,
Um,
it's just all Buffy the Vampire shit.
it's got El Generalissimo. Um, oh man, I love watching these captions. By the way, they're very funny.
I
Um,
always have it turned off. I always
captions.
forget
oh,
to
they're
turn it
very
on.
Oh
good.
yeah,
Dude,
turn on
I
captions.
said the word for the general in fucking Spanish and it was bad. Like, okay. Can you guys think
Turn
of
on
anything
captions.
else we need to ask this guy? Because I am fucking.
Poop, poop,
I
poop.
think he's got. I
No.
think he's been very helpful and
Um.
potentially can be more helpful. But I'm fucking drawing bad blanks tonight, and it's bad.
Yeah, I just don't think there's anything else. I mean, because like we asked, he said he can give us stories of the past, but like my biggest thing was like, what's the difference? What was the catalyst or the moment that he changed or went to the woods? But
Well,
other than that, I don't know.
He was bored looking for adventure.
yeah, I think that's what
Yeah,
it is. Like he was
yeah.
he always said that he
He was
told
just
Bradford
bored.
that their goal was to be rich enough to just be comfortable for forever. But then that got boring. So he started, like you said, Tank, seeking out power, like of
Yeah,
a arcane or divine nature. But like then it seems like something corrupted him there or something.
yep, yeah.
And we need to find out what the fuck that is.
Something engulfed took him over.
Yeah.
I
So
know.
maybe I don't know. Hmm.
Anaxi has the book of Telwani
Let's
history.
say
Right.
we need
That's
an
where my
Naxi,
next
man.
stop was. So
Because
yeah.
we need.
If you guys don't have any more questions for this guy, maybe we can bid him adieu.
Yeah, let's.
Okay. So
Um,
it's about so you guys he says farewell. He
yeah. We
says
thank him for his time.
if you need anything, you come talk to me. I don't think Jameson's gonna have a presence in the city much longer.
Back at you,
Uh, we,
my dude.
we appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you for sharing the information. And you need anything from us, let us know.
Yep. You think of anything else? You holler at us. You know where we live.
That's right.
Yes, I do.
You know where we live? No.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I told you he told me to look out for you, and if you haven't figured out, he's watching whoever he wants at this point.
oh yes, we're
Um,
well aware. Thank you, though. I
He's
appreciate the
ahead of
heads
everything.
up.
yeah, I
Like,
had my hand around his throat when he gave me certain details. The only reason he didn't kill me is because I'm me.
yes. Let me tell you about this time where he
Yeah.
had like
Sweet, sweet
4,000
booty.
dudes appear out of nowhere. So yeah.
That's not
Cool.
good.
No, it was quite horrible.
Mhm.
I didn't know he
All
had
right.
that at his
Have you
disposal.
ever heard of a TPK?
I've heard they're dangerous
Uh,
and common with shitty DMs, but good
well,
ones can usually work around it.
I guess it all depends on how attached you are to your character. But anyway, we'll catch you later, my man.
You've heard of a
Have a
thing
good
called
one.
dice. No, yeah. See you later. Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So then we're gonna go
if it's not too
to
late in
an
the day,
accident.
we'll hit up an Axie.
Yep. So it's about 5 after those couple conversations. You're about 2.5 hours talking, getting some stuff knocked out, figuring out some information, and it's about 5 o'clock, and you head to Anaxes.
Yep, we do the whole no one sees the wizard, not no way, not no how bit.
Mm-hmm.
See, you think I should watch Oz? It keeps coming up.
At
That's the wrong eyes,
at this
motherfucker.
point, when you come up to the door, the eye doesn't come out.
Uh-oh.
The door
I
just
poke it.
unlocks.
Uh,
Okay.
no,
Like it,
Over there.
not.
almost like
This
it.
is
It's
kind of
once
creepy.
you got onto the porch. Once the first one of you stepped onto the porch, you heard a click, and it unlocked.
Okay, hang on, then,
It
but
recognizes my
no,
scent.
no. That's suspicious for Barney, because this has happened every time we've been here. So, let's look around. I mean, maybe it's nothing, and I'm just being paranoid. But I'd like to make perception checks for like shit that's out of order or anything
Make a
suspicious.
perception check, scared one. Thank you very much.
Okay, how about a 23?
Oh damn.
You don't see or hear
Nice.
anything.
Okay, I mean maybe it's just that like this place, his
Oh.
house knows us now. So I mean maybe it's that simple.
Smart house.
But I say I'm gonna tell these guys, okay, boys, things look to be in order, but stay at the ready, just in case. Don't you agree? This seems odd.
Yeah, it does. Don't worry. I'm always ready. This butthole's always clenched.
Okay, so yeah, like I mean, I'd have these boys with their weapons drawn probably, but yeah, we'll head in, I guess.
You head in. You hear the normal ticking. You can roll me a perception check.
Okay, it's less good this time. Um, it's a
You guys can all roll one if
it's
you
a
want.
it's a 9 for me.
What are we rolling?
9. Okay, you hear a lot of ticking.
Perception.
Perception?
Yeah. Perception.
I got a 11 plus 1 million for
So
1
1
million
million
and
and 11.
Okay, so 12. Gotcha.
So he
Um,
knows.
I got a 10.
So-
So yeah. Oh.
Ugh.
So you guys all hear a whole lot of ticking, but you all do see that the door to the basement is open, but it's always open
Okay.
when you
Okay.
come in.
So,
That's normal.
let's just hope
There's
everything's
normal
fine.
light coming from down in the basement, as far as you can tell.
Normal light or no more light?
Normal.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still gonna let
Blue light.
I'm gonna let Dorian lead the way. Just cause.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need Beefy Boy in front.
Are we? Do we have a map?
Go to the front.
Do we have a map for this? What are we doing? Are we,
No.
Roll me a perception check.
Another one? Everybody or just Dorian?
19.
Everybody.
Uh,
19.
I got a 23 again this time.
15.
23, 15. So you guys hear normal sounds coming from down there. You hear Anaxi kind of talking to himself, muttering, thingamajigger, come on, gotta
Whoa.
get it in there.
At least he's
And
alive.
Oh my God!
He-
Did he say that?
He looks up
Whoa.
and sees you guys come down the stairs with weapons drawn, all kind of like ready for a fight. He's like, "Oh, what's wrong?
Let's
You're-
just go. Look
What'd I
friendly
do?
here, man.
Your door thing is different, dude. That's not cool.
Yeah.
What do you
Kinda
mean?
can throw up
Didn't it
our-
open
up our
for
toes.
you? I added your biosignature.
Well, you didn't
Oh,
tell us
okay.
that. You gotta tell us these
Yeah.
things.
Well, you didn't come over until just now.
You know we're hunted men,
you know.
basically, right? Like,
Yeah.
this, our
Kind
situation is
of.
not great.
If the
Sorry,
magic
but
guy's freaked out, then what do you think? All right, we're gonna act like? Come on.
I,
Okay.
I'm I'm sorry. I was trying to make it
Sorry.
easier for you to come in.
Well, I
Uh,
appreciate that too. My apologies. I've been
whew,
told
got my blood
recently.
Yeah,
pressure up.
I've been
that's
told
cool.
recently that I'm a bit paranoid.
Yeah,
I
unpunch.
could
Don't
see
worry, Mac.
that.
Unpunch.
Who knew?
Uh,
That druid bitch has really got her shit together, apparently.
Druid. Uh, okay.
And
Come
someone's
here to
playing
ask
their
him.
character well.
I mean, look.
Yeah.
Also, Tanky, take an inspiration point for calling it that it was just linked to you.
I got you, Tank. I'll add
Because you,
it. I'll add it to the
when
totals.
you guys were on the porch, you're like, I bet it just he changed it to magically open for us.
Yeah. I mean,
Is
I
one of the
just.
things you said. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just assumed that
Tank's
he.
like, I
I don't know.
definitely did that for
Fucking know.
sure.
Yeah, I don't know. He's
He
fucking
did.
did that.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
fucking with.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Well, yeah. I mean,
He's a
that's
weird
that's what I was
people.
hoping for, but
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I was hoping for. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for.
But
Actually,
you're the scared one, so you had to be worried. I
and,
get it.
and and honestly,
Barney's worried about everything.
I haven't been leaning into that portion of my backstory, so John's actually guiding me back on track. It's kind of nice. I kind of like this.
John, take an inspiration point.
No, fuck that. You
Sorry.
get no inspiration points.
Tank, you just saying that made me feel inspired.
I've been trying to think.
Great, great.
I've been trying to think of a thing for our group, whereas Glass Cannon has bottle caps, which that's how they refer. I've been trying to think of like something like that we would, because inspiration point is the lamest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's just a lame name for it, but we'll workshop it anyway.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
call it star power?
No.
Take a pog.
No, I was
Let's get some pog.
I was thinking about. I was thinking
Anyway.
about cold ones.
What
Yeah. So.
what are you guys here for, Barney? I told you it would be a little while with the necklaces.
We've got a bit of new information there, friend, and I'm gonna just kind of tell him everything that we talked about with Bradford. How Jameson went into the forest. He's worried about that his change in behavior has something to do with the damn city he found, as Bradford said, and that
Yeah.
he's not 100% certain that he's not under some sort of possession, mind control, what have you.
Yeah. Some kind of.
Well, that's interesting. Don't know why I would have not thought of that before. But he hadn't exhibited any magical ability
That's not
until you
true
had
at
talked
all.
about it.
Yeah.
Until
you,
you had
you
talked
may not
about it,
have seen him.
Oh,
Yeah.
he had not
yes.
shown anyone in town. I mean, from what you're saying here, it looks like intimidation tactics.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
it's
he's
possible
done
that
some
there
magic
was a
to us.
lingering spirit in the city. I'm sure there could be thousands, depending on how it ended. And unless we find more histories within the city, maybe they'll have more answers. But I don't know. I could take a look and see if there's anything we could find in there.
Yeah, you do that. We appreciate all the work you're doing for us, truly. Do you need anything from us? Like you need us to run out and get you some groceries? I don't know. Um, Anything we can do, we can help you out with just to keep you on the task at hand. But
No.
I can roll you a fat one of some of your gals' green stuff.
do you like weed?
I mean, that sounds great. But other than that, Tina Darax handle all of my things I need around the house.
Okay. Well. Um. I think the only other thing we've got really to ask you is Bradford or so no, he didn't mention that. We knew that. Um. there's the cave, up in the mountain. Have you found anything that might suggest that that's worth exploring?
Um, not as far as I know, no one's ever been able to reach the top. Not that,
Yeah.
I mean, many tried, but it's a steep peak, small point. It's hard to get there outside of flying, and I don't know of anyone that's knows to fly
Sure.
that I can think of.
Well, okay. Okay.
Well, do you have any kind of knowledge on anything that could create something that lucky wise, where it continued to flourish so much for so long?
Yeah.
Something is it's
Any
magical. You
any
think
reason why it wouldn't have dried up? Like it's
dried up
pretty
or
fortunate.
for so
I would
long.
think it's definitely a powerful magic, but I would also contend that much of this forest, it could be tied to some unknown lost history,
All right.
because nothing in our history speaks of it. We just found our founder found the river 1,000 years ago, and he's seen over prospectors since, and now his son sees over prospectors, keeps them in a peaceful life. And now they face possibly their first real adversary, and he must lead them through that. Difficult time for a young leader that's untested.
Okay. So maybe it's rest, but I feel like I'm off tonight. Okay. So Anaxi kind of knows like everything we have as far as I. Is there
Yeah,
anything we haven't told him? I can't
I
think of
can't think
anything.
of anything.
Okay.
I think
So here's what I'm gonna say. Okay, look, buddy, you're basically the smartest guy I know. Maybe except for Greedor, but
Oh, thank you.
he's not quite as plugged in. No problem. Game respect game and all that. Um, so we
I mean,
know,
between me and you, Greedor has a bit of a problem. It's
like
with with
ED or what?
no, consumption of lewd material. It takes up most of his time.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't know.
he
I wouldn't
has a
know
lot of
anything about
Playboys
that.
under his bed.
But I can I interest you in these? I have some literature you might be interested in. Uh,
Oh, here we
um,
go.
wait, don't
I'll
quote me on
grade some
that.
of these weird
That
dirty books again.
that fucking list is so far buried in my chat. It's unreal. Anyway, so so my friend, we know that Jameson has some sort of testing site, and he's got his big camp, and that he's found this ancient city. I myself am kind of at a loss of what the next step is. And basically, John,
Well,
is I, Adam,
um,
am at that same loss. I'm trying to think of what the
so
fucking next best
I
move
mean,
is.
with everything you told me, uh, it seems like Jameson's having some sort of meeting here in the next week. And the most likely site for that would be his camp. So I would say you might want to scout it out and see what's going on there. What
Okay.
what forces he's trying to compile.
Okay.
If he's invited these bandits, chances are he's invited others if he's calling it a summit.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. We
So,
definitely want to do that.
so let's think about this, boys. We have well, I wouldn't say we have an in with the Manticore bandits because we kind of dipped out of that. Maybe,
Yeah, you
may,
don't have an in with them at all.
maybe,
The
maybe Johnny Diamond still
Jameson
does.
guards.
Right, and that was my other thought was head back to the bar
Jameson guard.
and see what you can get
Yeah.
out of them at night. Those are my two thoughts as of right now for what to do with the rest of this day.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh, I mean, yeah. Let's go to the bar. I mean, I don't think we have any other option.
um,
Yeah.
I think. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. I mean, you did very well in there, so just talk to the fucked up guys and keep your wits about you, and not and palm your drinks or nurse them and whatever, and don't get fucked up and stay the sober guy and get all the info. I mean, we certainly got something last time, and I think there's, I mean, and here's what's up. Now, this time we could stay, we could go with you and like hide out, and I mean, I can stay
Just
within 40 yards of the bar.
be patrons in the
I
bars.
can stay within
Yeah.
40 yards of the bar and communicate with you. So
I mean, there's
Yeah,
no
that's
reason
fine.
you guys can't go in there too.
that's true. I just,
Yeah.
but like our group as a whole is on Jameson's radar. So I,
But you don't know that you're on his men's radar. You've not gotten any reason to believe that yet.
True.
And
I,
we also didn't actually.
Except for groups that have been sent directly to take care of you.
We
sure.
also gave Jameson absolutely no reason to think that we were like any threat at all. Like I don't
It's
know if he's like worried about us, or he's just
that's
like,
a that's
oh
a
yeah,
that's a good point. Like
I mean, I don't know
he's
if he think. I would imagine he thinks something of us.
well, like
We're
obviously
a,
we're annoying, and like he
you
knows
know,
that like of the other things in the area, like he's like, oh, my guys have been having no problem going into this place and getting this shit for me. I'll leave some breadcrumbs to them. Let them do it, and I'll just because he's got like time, he's got shit to do. He just comes in, doesn't kill us because he's like a cat playing with mouse with a bunch of mice.
right.
Does kind of kill us, but
yeah.
and then just take like so.
So
I don't know how
what
much of a threat
So
we are.
what do you two think about like okay, that's a good point, Austin. What do you two think about this? Like he he do you so he has no reason to think we're a threat to him because like he fucking
Sure.
mouth raped you guys and then like he could have easily done the same to me, but like I think he missed or something. But like
I feel
do you
like
think
Yeah,
we're
he
what
missed.
do you
we're not a.
well, hang on. Do you think it's like he doesn't think we're a threat? He's just like using us to do shit his guys couldn't do? Like
Just maybe just to entertain them.
or does
You know,
he
simple as that. Like it's the little things I can mess with, the
or,
little
or like
cockroaches I can
Well,
snuff
what
out. I don't know.
what you kind of got originally, what
You know.
he was just throwing meat at a wall, seeing how long it took his men to figure out this
right, he was trying to fight it
puzzle.
with bodies.
But he wasn't really. It almost felt like he didn't care when it got opened.
It was
Just that got
it
opened.
was almost like he was sending infantry to go get a sniper when the best solution was another sniper and we were that other sniper.
And
Like I don't think that's
with all the information
logical
you
military
know,
tactics, but
the one theory you might put together is he's also working on experiments with this magical technology that he
sure.
has. The
Yeah, that
ability to either imbue an enchantment on somebody, imbue them with magical powers, control
oh fuck.
creatures,
That's
as
right.
far as you can tell, and people.
God damn it.
So
I
he would have been balancing that. Maybe he has to get a certain distance with that before he cared about having that key.
well because like you told us that
But
like
you might have gotten it for him early.
But
He does. You don't know.
but you were telling us about and the information we found that until when they had like the ability to impart magic and like basically turn a commoner into like a 10th level wizard in like a week or two. So like maybe he's trying to figure out the fuck. Maybe he's trying to figure that out to use it to build an army that he can control. Huh. Okay.
Could be
Um,
that. Yeah.
well, what you remember is they did not. The one thing they were not able to truly master
Right.
was because they were able to master giving out abilities and giving out enchantments. With the enchantments, you can only utilize one in their short term.
Right.
But that's the red stones, and the green stones give the magical powers or abilities,
Mm-hmm.
and then the blue stones control. But what they always had trouble with was the control stones. They could never quite get them to work well.
Right.
From what you've seen recently, it looks like they're working better and better. There was definitely a problem with the one used on the druid.
Right. But he did
Uh,
turn basically bandits into casters.
he
So
was able to do that, yes. Turn some
so
thugs into
so
casters.
he's making progress.
They were low level, but like that was already there, but he's learning to utilize all of it too.
Right.
He's learning to make it all work. And you saw all the guys that were invisible, they had red gemstones on them.
Right. Well,
Somewhere
Okay.
brandished on a bracelet or a necklace or
do you guys want to head to the bar as a group? I mean, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Let's just go to the bar and then
See what we can learn.
let's see what I can do.
Yeah, I mean, well, I have no problem
Yeah,
going in there with you. I mean, I was
that's
more,
fine.
yeah. I mean, just
Hey, I
to,
mean, go in there and just kind of,
well, you guys
do
can
your own
also,
things.
yeah, you can all do your own things, like work at it from
Yeah,
different
whatever you
angles.
want.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
I guess I was just more trying to think about, like, I guess I thought that we were maybe more on the whole operations radar than maybe we really were. I guess maybe I just confused that. So I mean, yeah, I'm cool with all of us heading in there. I mean that way at
yeah,
least
just go in there.
if shit pops off, Arlo doesn't have to wait a
You're
round or two for
not
us to
far.
get fucking inside.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm down to clown.
yeah, just come chill. I
I
mean, even
don't.
notice or pay. Yep. Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the bar.
Hang on. Let's do this real quick. And I'm going to ask this to Arlo, but maybe John will need to provide the answer. Arlo, do you think there's anything we could do maybe with our attire or anything like that that might make us blend into the crowd more, or maybe be less conspicuous?
Um,
And like I said, John
I
may
mean,
have to
you
be the
could.
one to answer that, but
Yeah,
Hey, no,
yeah,
Arlo,
John.
answer it. Arlo,
Okay.
answer
What
it.
a dick move, John.
Okay. Uh, yeah.
That's a yes
Uh,
and DM. Fuck you.
uh,
um,
like, just get
yeah.
real shit
The
faced,
only,
or
only well, the only thing I would say is, yeah, just get real, act like you're real shit faced, or join me and look like one of the waiter guys.
ooh,
One or the
okay,
other. I don't know.
ooh, yeah,
It
you.
depends on what you want to do.
No, I'll definitely, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we could all be the wait
If
staff.
that's a possibility, I'm definitely doing that. I don't know what the
You
fuck
just
that
go
would
put on
entail.
some regular common clothes
Yeah.
and you could definitely pull that off.
Now the problem is
I mean,
these.
Yeah.
Arlo did it wearing
Bow
leather
tie.
armor, but
Right.
Bow
he's
tie.
also a gnome,
Yeah.
so he's looked down
I had a
upon.
bow tie on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these two fight in armor, so that may impose a problem for them. But I will definitely pretend to be a fucking waiter. You guys can just go
Well,
in
you don't
there,
all have to do the same thing. Yeah.
right? I'll go
What
in.
if we were the door guards?
I'll pretend.
Let's pretend to be bouncers.
No, well, you can do that.
You'd work for that.
I'm gonna try.
Doorman. Doorman
Yeah,
is Dorian.
I'm gonna try and
Doorman's
be.
the
I'm gonna try and be a waiter. I'm gonna pretend to be a waiter, and just kind of eavesdrop
So,
all over the
so
place.
So I go up in there and I go to the waiter, the bartender guy that fucking hates me. I go, "Hey buddy, I'm back. Here to do a little more action in here. I brought some friends that come help. They want to help, man. I know you're kind of short staffed. It looks like you're really slinging them yourself. So I got my buddy here. He wants to be a waiter, and I got a big beefy boy at the door in case you want to calm down some of the knuckleheads."
Whatever weird sex games you gotta play with your friends, you go ahead. You weird little
That's right.
gnome man.
We
I don't.
we
I
like
told you
we
before
like
you
we
don't
like
work
role
here.
play.
Hey,
I-
yeah,
Hey, but we like role playing.
But if you want to
just say
act
nothing
like
off
it,
your tab, buddy.
Bart.
if you like
hey,
whatever play you need to do, just fucking
but
leave me alone.
Mr. Bartender, just role playing. We like doing this. It makes you feel good.
Hey, Barney.
Don't kink shame, you
Enjoy
bastard.
yourself.
Barney stares directly at the bartender and does that nose thing from The Sting. like that flick of the nose thing. And then he just goes and starts bussing tables.
And when you do the flick of the nose, he picks his nose and rubs it on the rim of one of the beer glasses.
I'm okay with that. I will not drink beer tonight. But yeah, I'm gonna.
Don't worry, this will be one for the guys.
I'm gonna go start. I'm gonna start asking people if I
just
can
start bussing tables
clean up their empties. I don't know if this place serves. I don't think it serves food, but like, yeah, I'm gonna just and I'm gonna when I do it, I'm gonna
wipe down tables.
I'm gonna do it slow. Yeah, wiping down tables, good idea. Take and I'm like, I'm gonna whatever I do, I'm gonna do it slowly to take in more conversation, as much conversation as I can.
Sure. You already look like an old man.
The first table you start going to grab glasses at, like empties. Hey, old man, get us 4 more rounds, and they start throwing glasses at you.
You let me make like a dexterity saving throw, or
No.
Ray,
they just like huck a bunch of stuff at you.
Arlo just goes, just go to the bartender. He'll hook you up, buddy. Don't worry.
He's
willing to play along.
No, fuck this. He's gonna say, oh sure, right away, gents. What's the name on the tab? Like, I assume they're running tabs.
Victor.
Okay, Victor, right away, sir. And he goes and grabs whatever the fuck they ordered. And takes it back.
Okay. And you go through a little ordeal with the bartender, you fucking weirdos. And he gives you some rounds to take over there. And you take it on back.
Yeah.
Thanks, old man. Keep them coming.
Arlo,
you got it, boss.
Arlo goes over to... Arlo starts searching for... what's old boy's name?
Barry.
Barry, yes.
You peed in Larry's shoes, but you want Barry. Or, yeah, Barry was your boy.
Barry. Yeah. So I see Barry. Do I see Barry? You want me to do anything?
You do not see Barry. It's about probably 7 o'clock, and Barry's probably still on his shift.
Motherfucker, Barry. Okay.
But
I'm
he might be
peeing.
here a little
I'll be
later.
right back. But I'm listening.
Okay.
You don't see him as of right now. The place is starting to fill up more and more. You do see an empty table over in one of the corners, though.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna go sit down at it. I'm acting like a waiter.
Well,
I don't know.
Earlier you were talking about sitting down at a table and laying out all your buds. You don't have to act like a waiter.
I guess I could do that. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I can act like I'm not on shift yet or something.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Unless you if you wanna do the waiting around, you can do that too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what I was planning. I don't care.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. Waiting tables, yeah.
Okay. So you and Adam are just kind of bouncing around waiting tables. And
Yeah.
Dorian's at the door.
Look at it, like mean as fuck.
Arms crossed and shit, yeah.
Roll me a perception check, everybody. What? Well, we'll wait.
Like,
Go
I'm
ahead and
also,
roll it, guys.
I'm also like legit like looking at people
18. Wow, that was pretty good.
and trying to do my best to guard this fucking door. I got a 9.
Okay.
You don't
18,
guard
you
that
said,
door for
Tanky?
shit.
They got a 10.
Yep, 18. I got a
Okay.
good one. Nice.
So the 10 and the 9, you guys notice nothing really weird. But the 18, you just hear a lot of guys just talking and grumbling about having to leave soon. It's gonna be like by the end of next week, everybody should be gone.
Okay. And I slide right in with my waiting, my little whatever waiter. What's that shit called? The
Tray?
little waiting
Tray?
thing, whatever. Tray. Fucking a tray. Yeah. I don't know words. So yeah, I go there.
Dude, that fucking closed caption.
Right. Yeah, train. Fucking H. Yeah, I saw it. It was good stuff.
Hey, gents. What can I get you boys? Can I get you guys another round? Fill you up, refresh you.
Boy.
Get out of here. We got a game going. This is big
Oh, that's
money
fine.
stuff.
No worries, no worries. I'm not here to mess with your game. I'm here to give you drinks. No problem. I'm known around here. I'm friends with Barry. Come on now.
You don't understand, kid. I got 16 grand on this hand.
Oh, hey, I'm a lucky guy. You know, I'll get you a nice drink. It'll smooth you up and get you ready for that big bet.
Well, you shut up. I'm thinking about whether I should call. Hold on.
You're gonna get fucking punched. I mean, I'm okay with that.
And he's thinking.
Yeah.
And he's just you see him looking at his cards, looking at the table, looking at his cards, looking at at the table. And he's like,
You just need a nice drink. It helps. It'll calm your nerves.
God, I have such a good idea for you, but I'm not gonna tell it to you.
okay.
Hey, wait, where?
Roll me a persuasion check, Tanky.
Hey, where?
Roll me
hey,
a persuasion check.
Can I ask a question? Where am I at this point?
You are probably on the other side of the bar, working another set of
Damn
tables.
it! I was hoping I was on the other side, like behind the guy whose cards he has or is playing against.
What's my persuasion? Came at 13. Fuck that one. Great. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 13.
That's fine.
See what
Get
that
it
does.
quick.
Don't
Then you
worry,
let me
that's
think.
what?
Figure it out.
Okay, cool.
Tank,
I
roll
go
me a
up.
perception check.
I go, perception. That's a 15 total. 15, yeah.
So as Arlo's walking, he's got to walk around the table, and
Okay.
you see the other guy's hand, and he's you see the board, and he's bluffing big time.
Okay. So when I walk past and I do that, I look at cards, I look at the guy who's mouthing me, and I just go, like kind of like a, giving this, oh, you know, yeah, like he ain't got shit. I don't know what.
Yeah, well, the guy who's thinking about the decision, the other guy doesn't have shit.
Yeah. So as I'm doing that, I'm reaching around, I'm grabbing a drink from the waiter, and I kind of come back, and I'm staring at this guy like, oh, buddy, you know, like, I got some news for you, you know. And I come back to him. I go, they say, here's your drink, but also, buddy, hey, I'm a short guy, but I got some pretty keen eyes, if you know what I mean. I catch some things sometimes.
Like chlamydia, syphilis.
Yes.
He catches a lot of things.
All kinds of diseases.
It's a little drop of penicillin on your peepers.
Yeah, you may catch things, but you ever catch a king?
No, I don't. I haven't. I don't play cards, but
Or do you butt stuff with guys?
yeah. But yeah, I don't know nothing about kings and cards, but I do
Okay.
know that he's
Roll an
bluffing.
insight check real quick. Or roll a deception. If you're trying to tell him that he's bluffing, roll a deception. Because he was trying to speak in code with you
Oh.
about cards. Because he kind of picked up that you were trying to give him some info.
What was I doing? What's my
Roll a
one I was
deception
doing?
check.
Deception?
Yeah.
9, 10, 12, 13. Fuck. Damn, I got a 9 on that too. Fuck.
13.
13 total.
So, roll a stealth check. To say it quietly. Because you kind of just said, he's bluffing. But let's see if anybody heard you in all the noise.
Yeah, 11. 22 total. I don't think nobody heard shit.
Yeah.
It's very loud in this
You
bar.
whispered it. They didn't hear a damn thing. Because you're just insane at stealth. So he then takes a sip of what you brought him. Has a weird look on his face. Tasting
And I
something
just
weird.
keep giving. I just
Spits
keep giving the
something
wink
out.
like.
And
Okay.
all in. Pushes it all in. And the other guy folds. Ha! Hot dog! Biggest hand I think I've ever won! Ha ha ha!
Yeah, I'm sitting there going,
Yeah.
"Whoa, man, that's crazy! This card game, these cards are crazy." Oh man!
Thanks for the drink, buddy. Keep them coming. And he
I
tosses
told you
you.
it's a lucky drink.
He tosses you a gem worth 500 gold.
Oh, shit.
Take it.
Do you need to suck his dick or something? Like,
Right.
Put it in my pocket.
what is that?
And he kind of gives you a wink
That's a
when he
dick-free
says
gem.
when he says keep them coming. Kind of gives you a wink like
Yep.
keep
I know
fucking playing
exactly
these
what he's-
bitches.
Yep. That's fine. So we continue to do that. Now you
Okay.
keep rolling. I'll
Dorian.
I go around there.
We're gonna
Oh, okay.
we're gonna head over to Dorian and see what he's doing real quick. So you are at the door, and you're just what are you doing? Are you casing the place? Or are you just standing at the entrance?
Sort of.
Holding up the bracket.
Standing at the entrance, people who are coming in who are obviously of age and are people from town, or
He's stamping X's on him.
just let people in, drawing
Checking
little
IDs and
symbols,
shit.
and then just looking around and making eye contact with the different waiters, waitresses, barmen, making sure everything's okay, and just not doing much else, just looking like I'm content to stand by the door and look around.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
I want to use my inspiration for
Okay.
this
We'll
one
go pew real quick.
because I feel inspired to
Roll it twice.
be a very, very good.
Okay.
Not
Door
bad
guy.
either.
So I got a 19.
So
Oh, hold on a
No,
second.
you got a 20 and a 15.
Yeah.
kind of
25.
scanning the crowd.
20.
You don't hear a bunch of chatter as people are coming in. You hear a lot of people at the bar. You're standing close there. But what you're seeing is you're seeing in the room kind of the people that are getting more agitated, and you see it over at one table, kind of in Barney's area. Looks like a couple guys might start fighting. There's another similar scene over by Arlo, and another similar scene looking like it's near the bartender at the bar, and he seems to shut that shit right down. Um, Pulls out a dagger and tells them if they don't fucking cut it out, he's gonna cut their throat. And
And that's no.
but you do see a couple altercations in other areas of the bar. But
Yeah,
other than
altercations
that,
are pretty normal. I mean, people normally settle these things on their own, unless the barman or someone's actually calling for help. Like people, if you get in a fight and you get your ass kicked for being stupid, this isn't the Boy Scouts. This is a bar in a town.
It's also like the bar for that shit to happen in.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We're not too worried. I mean, if like unless people start to break shit in the bar, and we know they can't pay for it. Even if the guy's throwing out rubies and shit, like yeah, they can break a few bar stools. I'm not gonna fuck with them. I know that people in here could be Jameson's people or people from other places.
Well,
I'm
and
just
the bartender has kind of said to Arlo in the past that Jameson pretty much covers any of the shit they break, so
yeah. So I'm
he
more
doesn't have too much of an issue with them.
yeah. So I'm fine with this type of violence. This is
Is
just
there
Tuesday.
anything else he would like to do?
No, Carlos is. I mean, like he knows these other guys are doing shit. So I'm just trying to. Uh, I mean, essentially, just blend in and not be a thing.
Okay. Um, Barney,
Yes, sir.
what are you doing?
Um, would can I roll a retroactive perception check to see if um I saw that thing Arlo was just involved in,
Um,
or would I have
you
not
can
just
roll
been
a
able to?
perception check now
Okay.
to kind of look and see how he's doing.
Or like
Yeah, I'm still doing it.
or like
So you guys,
or maybe even more, maybe even this, like maybe can I just go like check in with Arlo, like just
Well, roll a perception check and you should try to find him.
okay. I rolled a 17.
So you've 17, yeah. So you've been kind of keeping an eye out for him as you've been doing what you're doing,
Yeah.
and you see it looks like he's found a table that he's marked and he's casing. You don't know what he's doing, but you see he's doing something and he looks happy.
Okay, so I
there's
want to
some
go. I want
pattern.
to go up to him, and I want to say, I want to be like, hey, what's the play? What's going on?
I'm doing an old school thing of cheating cards. That's what we're doing. We're doing it's a nice little pack. And some people don't. I'm unassuming. I'm short. They don't see me. I walk around, get the guy a drink, get the opposing person's cards, and I tell the guy the cards that he got. So
Um,
helps him win some games, and he starts loosening it up and enjoying my company, and it goes from there.
so here's what I need you to do. I need you to I need you to on the quiet get a message to the guy you've been helping that he's gonna hear a voice in his head, and just to trust it.
Okay.
Because
I think I can do that. I've been saying him some pretty good drinks. He's getting loose.
and I would have told this to Arlo, but here's the play: is I want Arlo to check the other guy's cards, let me know what he's got, and we're gonna run some message bullshit right quick to get this guy fucking rich as shit. And then
Okay.
And then I mean maybe this is like crazy, but like if we can get this guy
Let's
rich
go.
as
I don't
shit,
suck. Let's do it. Let's do
then
it.
like maybe he
I'm
can
ready.
hook us up with some info.
That's fine. Let's go. So the next time I come over to get him a drink, I go, hey, I whisper to old boy, do we want to give this guy a name? I don't care. We'll call him
You
Terry.
haven't asked him his name.
His name is Rapunzel.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, my name's Arlo. What's your name, buddy?
Me?
But
My name?
Yeah.
My name? Pilo Pike.
is
Parlo Pike. That's a very interesting name. I like that. It sounds
Pilo.
good.
Pylo.
What was the
Yeah,
fucking name?
Pilo.
Oh,
Do you have a-
and
do you have
didn't you tell that guy your name was Johnny Pike?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that was Barry.
Yeah, you told Barry that was your name.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. There's different guys. It's fine. Maybe they only work the same shift. It's fine.
He might have even said that he knew a Pike.
Dyke?
Yeah.
Yes.
I approve of lesbians.
Yeah.
No,
Who
Pike.
doesn't?
P-I-K-E.
I mean,
It's late now. It's late now.
I don't
Colin,
judge
I
your
said
religion.
I still approve of
It's okay.
lesbians.
I do too.
So Pilo, just take it for granted, buddy. We got some nice drinks. We built up a little. Hey, we built a little trust, man. I really got you some good riches, some good card. We got a good thing going. But hey, just know, we're gonna up to Annie on this, and I'm sure he gives me a look like what? And he goes, just trust me. You're gonna hear something, and it's gonna be in your head. Don't go crazy. Just listen to it and trust me. All right? I promise this is gonna be good for you.
Roll a persuasion check.
Come on, baby.
Hold on.
Oh, that's not a good roll. I can already
You
tell.
have 2 points of inspiration,
no.
buddy. I think.
Yep, you sure do.
Okay. Yeah. I guess let me use one. I guess why not?
I'll let you use it
So
before you
do
tell
I-
me the roll.
Yeah. Do I roll again?
Yeah.
What the
Yeah,
fuck does
one
that
more
mean?
time.
Okay.
You get a second roll and you take the higher.
Okay. Good, because that works. That's
Someone just
a
break glass?
20,
It's time to
25.
Oh.
25.
Oh, yes.
So,
So
yeah, 19 plus.
he looks at you real weird.
I'm sure he does.
And
But I just keep going. It's like, just trust me, buddy. I know it's weird, but trust me.
if you keep making me money like this, I'll trust you. You cross me,
All right.
and I'll kill you.
No problem, man. We got a good thing going here. I'm slinging you drinks. I'm doing a good job. We're doing good.
You're doing good so far.
All right.
it
So
up.
just be ready for this. All right. Be ready for this next step. All right. All right. Cool. So I don't know if you want to
Yeah.
step in.
Yeah, so I mean, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna float behind Pilo and just keep an eye on his cards. And what I'm gonna do is send a message to Arlo and say, whoever he's going against, what do they got? And then I'll see Pilo's cards and I'll be like, you need to call or fold or raise or whatever the appropriate bet is.
Okay. So I go and I say, all right. I go to Pilo. I was like, gonna get another drink, buddy. And I walk over to that other side of the table, grab the drink for the bartender. I turn around, I look at guys. I do this quick little stuff. Look at the other guy's cards, and then I look up at
Oh, I will.
what's your
Well,
guys'
so I have to initiate this shit. So like, as soon as I've seen that you've taken a survey of what people have, I'll just be like, what's the best hand, and then John will have to tell us and like how to proceed, and then I'll shoot the message
So-
to Pilo on what to
Roll
do.
roll perception there, Arlo.
All right. Shit balls. Damn, that's 11. Fuck.
So you aren't able to spot his cards.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
And the first set of cards come out, and he is looks like he's going to look at him again. Roll.
Ooh,
You can try to look at him, but you'll need to give me a stealth with your perception to not be seen looking at him.
all right. I'll do a stealth and perception.
Yep.
Right? Okay. Fuck. Hold on. Fucking no. That's a 15 for my stealth.
15 for your stealth.
And then
Okay. So they don't
yeah,
see you.
and then okay, and then roll another perception. Right?
Yep.
All right. 17 for perception.
Okay. And you spot his cards. He's got a high pocket hand, but depending on the board, the other guy could have him beat.
okay. So I'm gonna just shoot a message to Arlo. Get what the guy's got. Like he'll tell me, and then I'm gonna say that to Pilo. Because
Pilo.
Yeah, you can go back and forth between the two.
yeah, I'll just
For
tell.
sure.
He'll just hear like 2 queens or whatever the fuck he's got.
Yeah.
So like at least he knows going in if he needs to call Razor Fold.
So you guys
Yeah.
are kind of running this for a little while. And
And this is even more stealthy in my opinion because I'm not like going back and forth on the table so much.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you guys can get this kind of set up to where you're basically standing over his shoulder and trying not to get seen watching his hands, and bringing drinks occasionally to keep up the guys that you're just his personal waiter right now.
Right, we wouldn't be able to do this for like every hand probably, but like you know, any hand we
You're
can do
able
it is
to
gonna
get
help.
a bunch,
Right.
and
Yeah, able to get a bunch of them. Yeah.
both of you give me we'll say just both of you give me charisma. You can do performance checks
I'm
on
gonna
the overall guys
I-
of pulling this off and not getting caught.
I'm gonna use one of my inspiration points on this. So let me get 2d20s here and roll them at the same time. Hey, John, do I have port and die before I roll this shit?
I just don't remember what they are.
I have on my sticky notes 19 and 5 portent.
19 and what?
5?
I mean, that's very possible.
I mean,
go ahead and just
you want me to
roll them.
re-roll them? Okay, here.
Yeah, just roll them because I'm not sure.
That's fine.
I don't have it written
let
down.
me,
It's been a while.
No, understandable. So what is that? I've got a 2 and an 11. Okay, I'm gonna use an inspiration point here,
Okay.
and hopefully to roll higher than a fucking 11. And I didn't, motherfucker. I got an 11 total on a performance check.
Okay. And Tank?
Charisma, right? Right.
Yeah, performance if you're not trained in it.
No, he's plus
It's
9 in
charisma.
performance.
Yeah, I
Fuck
figured.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so performance. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an 11. Yeah, that's an 11.
He finally stopped learning how to cheat.
Damn it.
But,
It happens. What are you gonna do?
So you guys, you don't get caught, but you're not winning much. You're not giving the best advice. He's lost a couple hands in a row listening to your advice. He's getting a little agitated. So you're kind of refocusing, and go ahead and roll me
Hang on,
a
hang on. Before we do this, I'm gonna tell Arlo to give him. I'm gonna tell Arlo to give him that gem back that he gave him, just in good faith, and say like
Gotcha. Okay.
stick with it. It'll come.
Yeah. Okay. So I go to Pilo. Hey, buddy. Sorry, there's been some mixed signals. You, just for good faith, let me give you this gem back. I want to give it back to you. So since you lost a couple of hands, here you go, buddy.
Tank. Do you want to take any more of a risk with this to try to tamper with the game at all in his favor? Because you can make sleight of hand
Come
checks to try to.
on, do it, bitch.
Okay.
Do it.
Sure. Whatever
I'm just
that
giving. You
means.
don't
Whatever I got
have
to do
to.
for
I'm
that.
just
Yeah,
giving you
that's
an
fine.
option.
No,
So if you want to tamper with the deck and
I'm
stack it in his
fine with it.
favor, so go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check to try to
Okay.
tamper with the deck.
So let's just say I knock into the table. I'm like, oh, sorry guys, let me mix this back up for you or something. I don't know
Yeah.
what the reason.
No, I
Okay.
like that. That's
And
good.
Yeah, and like, oh, sorry
So,
guys,
well,
and
you
then I
you
look at it like, go ahead.
you knock over a pitcher like away from the cards, and you're like, oh no, and everybody's like clamoring to clean it up real quick, and you fiddle with the cards after they had
Yeah,
already been
okay,
shuffled.
that works.
Um,
All right.
so go ahead and roll me
Split.
that sleight of hand.
19 plus 11. Yeah,
Yes.
that's good.
30.
Okay, so you guys there's about 6 people at this table, and you've been really running the one guy, and the cards get dealt out, and you're looking around, and Arlo, roll me a perception check,
Perception check. All right.
and Barney, you roll me a perception
Nat,
check because there's a couple hands you can get your eyes on too.
Natty 20 plus 1.
I rolled a
Natty
23.
Nice.
It's
23 and
always
21. So you guys see,
20 on anything.
you're able to get eyes on all 6 hands,
Finally.
and so your guys sitting there with Jack 10, and then around the table you see a pair of jacks, a pair of queens, a pair of tens, a pair of kings, and a pair of aces. So you kind of relay this information to him, and no one raises it too high, and he decides to stay in just to see what happens. And Arlo, you feel like you got the deck stacked in his favor, so you kind of relayed through Barney, I'm sure, that you stacked the deck
Yeah,
to play the hand.
I would have been in
So-
on that. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So he's
Okay.
playing the hand because he actually saw you while everybody else was distracted because he knew that the fix was in. And
Yeah, he's watching my ass while I'm doing.
yeah, so you guys are all on the same page, and the first 3 cards that come up are
Ace, King, Queen.
Jack. Well, no, it's Jack 10,
Oh, okay.
and followed and he's betting, and he's able to bet because he knows what everybody has, and it's followed up by Ace King, and he's essentially able to get everybody on an all-in
Yeah.
except for the guy with queens, and he wipes the table clean in one hand
Yeah. There we go.
with a full house.
Cool.
Just wrecks
Yeah.
him.
Everybody's got
Because you had
trips.
Yeah,
multiple.
I know what all that
Multiple
means.
Yeah,
Yes.
everybo's got trips, and he's sitting on a full house, and he just blasts everybody.
Right. High trips at that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Okay.
And so he he pretty much clears out, and he's like, "Oh, hot damn! I am done for the night. I've never won that much money in my entire life. This is amazing." And he goes and settles down at a table, and he kind of gives you two the nod to come see him a little later.
Yeah.
Uh, and he starts buying round upon round. He's spending money out the butt, but here, as you already know,
Let's say he's
Arlo,
trained his
rounds are
ass
like
off.
coppers,
Right.
like a piece. So
Right.
he's dropping a
He's
stone and
drinking.
drinking for the night.
Right.
So
He's
exactly.
drinking his ass.
So
Okay.
he's having a blast, drinking his ass off, and he kind of tells you as much to come see him later.
For sure.
Try
Okay.
not to draw attention to it.
Sure. Give some time.
When we do that, whenever we go sit there, I'm gonna go grab Dory. I'm gonna go up to Dory and be like, wait a bit, and then meet me at the table over there. Sit between me and Arlo. We've been running a scam. I don't want it to look like we know each other. Sit next to me and let Arlo sit next to the guy so we're on opposite ends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not so we're all like on like the points of a cross, but like maybe those two sit together and me and Dorian sit together, so it's like, hey, they're not
Like a
all
cross in a booth almost. Yeah.
I'm pretending like I'm not.
yeah. That's a better analogy, John. Yeah, if we can find a booth.
We'll say he sat in a booth.
Yeah.
And hell, if he questions it, I'm like, that's my muscle for when I get jammed up.
Right. Well, no. I'm not worried about this guy. I'm worried about other people being wise to it. Like, this guy knows what's up. Like, he knows that he had help from you and somebody else. He probably doesn't know it was from me.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So
He doesn't.
True,
He doesn't
true.
know
He
who.
don't
He would have asked, and you probably shut him down.
Yeah.
Like, don't
Yeah,
worry
I'd be like,
about
don't
it.
worry.
Yeah. Like, are you
Yeah.
sure? And I'd be like, don't
You're gonna
worry
deal
about
with
it.
me.
Yeah. He'll know it's
Yeah.
me when he
Yeah.
hears my voice at the table.
Yeah.
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 So we go and sit with Pilo Pike.
Yeah. Pilo Pike. Yep.
Oh,
Sit
damn
down
it. If it isn't the nicest gentleman I've met probably in years.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I haven't got that compliment from many people, so I'll take it.
Happy to be a
Where'd
service,
you learn to
friend.
stack that fast like that?
I got my ways, man. And I've been around these tech schemes for years, and I got my buddy, my helper. So
Barney salutes.
yeah.
And he
kinda-
like
just
raises
think
a
it's
glass and looks at you
subtle thing.
weird. He's like, I guess you're the weird old voice I heard.
I suppose.
There it is.
The old man here's a reliable guy. He's got my back. Yep.
Barney goes.
And,
Barney goes. It was magic, and then waves fingers at you like a weird spooky.
Yeah. To be weird, yeah.
Is this big guy supposed to scare me or something?
Oh no.
What's this here?
No,
You
no
guys got
problem.
some sort of shakedown? Or?
No.
Don't you worry about the buddy. He's just a fellow guy. He's a fellow. He protects me, man. You know, look at me. I'm a small guy. You know, so he's my buddy. He helps me out.
Same here. I'm like 1 billion years old, so I need a young buck like Dorian
You know,
here to keep the ruffians off of me.
You do look pretty fucking
exactly.
Very old.
Yeah. He's old fart, and I'm a short little
I mean, what are you
shithead. So
doing in a
we need help.
place like this and not like in bed?
Well,
Didn't you
He's
eat
still got
dinner
some
like
life
8
left in
hours
him.
ago?
I did actually. I mean, some probably called it lunch, but yeah,
Hey,
I'm starting to get hungry.
he
In
took his
fact,
he took his Metamucil. He's just fine. Don't worry about
yeah, I'm gonna have to shit later. But no, we're not interested in riches. We're more interested
it.
in
Yeah,
information. Is this guy like liquored up?
information.
This guy's kind of liquored up, right?
Oh
He
yeah, at
has to
this
be
point he's pretty liquored
sloshy
up.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Information, what
Yeah.
information?
You a Jameson fella?
I mean, I've been working for him.
What kind of work?
Yeah.
What kind of work do you do for him?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah,
No.
you, buddy.
Yeah,
Philo. Yeah, shoot Philo.
I mean, I got hired on as just a bit of a thug and a mercenary, but I haven't got a chance to go get any work yet. They make us work in
Ah.
that damn house first, and I've been
Oh, the
stuck in the
house.
laundry.
Oh. What kind
Oh,
of?
in the laundry.
That's
Oh.
no fun. You gotta scrub his skivvies. That's too bad. I'm sorry for that.
Everybody's skivvies.
Ugh. That's
Oh
too.
man.
That
It's
sucks.
pretty
Well,
nasty.
That sucks,
But
dude.
it's
at least we're
okay,
getting.
because he pays me well, and I just cleaned out half the high rollers in his club, so I'm
About to
doing
say
pretty
you
good.
made some good money. You made some good money tonight. You know, forget the laundry crap. You know, you got a
I
bunch.
mean,
You got heavy pockets tonight.
between you and me, I won't be here tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh, is that right? What's going on?
Where are you going?
I'm leaving, heading south.
Oh, what's
South.
that sounds sexy.
Yeah, bigger riches. Or are you still on? Is it a job
Are you-
I just made
what you're doing?
150 grand. I'm getting out of here.
Oh, you're skirting out. Okay.
He's drawing everybody into that forest, and they're just gonna die, and I'm gonna take my riches and get out of here.
They're gonna die?
Ah,
What are they gonna die
yeah. What's
from?
going on? What do you mean?
I
You
mean,
guys
half the
just
guy,
cleaning the laundry. What's
no one,
gonna make you
no one
die?
he sends out there seems to come back, and now he's taking everybody out there. I don't know what for. They won't tell us until we're there, but they pay us enough that we don't ask too many questions. But I made
Sure.
enough. I don't have to go. I don't have to work for him no more. I can get out.
Well, that's good. I'm glad I could help you do that, buddy.
Well,
Well, I mean, who's all shipping out with you? All you guys? Is that why you guys are celebrating hard? What's going on?
Everybody's leaving in the next 2 weeks. They're sending people more and more every day, and the only people really still left are those of us upkeeping the mansion, and we're moving out day by day.
Interesting.
how many
I've-
folks
I've-
how many folks would you say are left at the mansion currently?
I don't know, man. Probably about 100.
Fuck, that was not the
Okay.
answer I was looking for. Okay. I was hoping for like a dozen at best.
I know, right? That'd be good.
Shit.
No, there's like 20 or 30 people in here.
Yeah.
No, I know I was hoping for something defeatable. 100 is a
Yeah.
lot to deal with. Unless they all have like 11 hit points and like to bunch up.
Fireballs, right?
Right, yeah, 100%. Like 3 of them, 4 of them.
Fuck.
Do you have any idea what's going on down south, or it doesn't seem like it, but we're looking to maybe get in the game. We're a little above. Here's the thing, friend. We're a little more skilled. No offense to you and your coworkers, of course. Wouldn't have helped you if I didn't think you were a great guy, but we're a little more skilled than launderers. We have we have a particular set of skills. Do you think there's any kind of work for us down there where everyone's headed?
They as far as I know, he's not taking anybody new, at least through this intake. And he makes everybody work shit work till he knows he can trust them.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hmm.
God damn.
I know.
Um.
Well, you said you guys are shipping out the next 2 weeks. Do you know what's going on? Then you don't know nothing about what's gonna happen. You just know everybody's shipping out and they're
We're
not
all
gonna come
moving
back.
to that city.
Okay, so it's a
I
big
just
city.
know
Big,
that
all going to
the
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 city.
people go to his city he's excavating, and
Okay,
they don't come back. I mean, some of them come back here and there, but and I mean, they tell us he's got lots of guys out there, but I mean, you believe what you want to believe. I ain't seen them
sure.
come back. I don't know that they're still out there.
Yeah, yeah. You see no evidence of it. I gotcha. I gotcha. Uh,
Okay, so hang on. Let's pause here for a second. So we know that like 100 roughly 100 dudes went out there. We don't know that they're all still there. Maybe they all fell befoul of something. Like,
mhm.
No,
here's a
no, there's you know that Jameson had a couple like couple thousand men total,
that's the fucking
like from
like.
the start.
So it's like,
Yeah.
we
And
had.
he's got only he had like 2 to 3 thousand men, and he's got like 100 left in his mansion. Now they were never all here in the town, but
Right, they were all around doing shit. But
yeah,
like, so here's what here's the problem I'm thinking, boys,
I
and
know.
we can talk this through, and then maybe
That's
if
fine.
we're just forgetting shit, John can pop in and remind us. But like, so we know about the city, and we know about this like testing site.
This meeting. Yes.
There's a meeting. Like,
Yeah.
the city and the meeting sound like a bad fucking place to be. Like, just because of the sheer numbers. So
Uh huh.
I've been really wanting to go to this testing site. Like, maybe there's some shit there that we can
Yeah.
if we can. But I
Or
would also think that that's heavily
or
guarded as well.
somewhere in the mansion. You know.
the meeting is the
Yeah.
only thing with the timetable, and that's where he's planning, or at least putting plans into motion. So that's where you're going to find the most information about what your threats are
Yeah, but like at the
at the
same
moment.
time,
Yeah.
that also
If you're
seems
trying to
like
figure
a.
out what your threat is, that's where it is.
But I also feel
And if
like
he knows
that's.
where you're at already,
I mean, I don't feel like any place is necessarily safe to go to. Like,
yeah,
that's the
Yeah.
fucking
no, they aren't.
that's the problem I'm running into as a player with
Well,
Uh,
and that's what I'm
hmm.
kind of telling you. There's no safe place, but there's one place with a timetable.
sure. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we can go there and see how it plays out, but I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and yeah. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that's. I
I
guess.
mean, I don't think we gotten any more. I don't know if we can get any more information about it, especially because no one's been there, and if they've been
Well,
there, they
and,
haven't come
and the
back.
and the
So it's kind of
problem,
like,
yeah, and just because they haven't come back doesn't mean they're
uh,
dead. It just means they're still out. But
sure,
the problem is
yeah,
that all we've been talking to is low level grunts that don't know shit. So
that
it's
are, that are,
I mean,
yeah,
we're,
maybe going there.
I mean, maybe just the plan is that we're just gonna have to fucking go there, and
Yeah,
and and try and see how it plays
see
out,
what's up.
and take it as it comes. Um, but
Yeah,
I mean, and John brings a good point. I mean, obviously he knows what's going to happen, but we don't have a
Yeah.
better idea right now. Like I don't think there's any
Yeah,
subject.
No, we don't.
I'm just putting that out there, like, as
You're fine.
the ideas that are
Um,
standing in front of you.
Right.
Of everything that you have, they all have dangers. Like,
Right.
it's all
Well, I
dangerous.
expected every place we go to have dangers. It's just which place can we go that's the least dangerous but still
not
useful.
insane.
Well, like still useful.
Yeah.
Like if we just go to like some fucking like we did go to that bandit camp, which seemed like
Well,
a weird side quest, but we got some information out of it. So it's like
Yeah.
it's you know
his
it's
mansion, would be a great place to go, but you also have a feeling it's going to be empty in 2 weeks. So you could go look at it then,
yeah,
Yeah.
or within the next week.
but in two, I was gonna say, but
Yeah.
in 2 weeks, that's when we need to be at the place the summit's happening.
I
So
know.
like, I
No, the
get.
summit's happening now over the next 2 weeks.
Oh fuck! Well,
Oh.
that
Okay.
I
Okay.
did not gather.
Gotcha.
I thought it was happening
Yeah.
Okay.
in 2 weeks. Okay.
No, it's
Okay.
over the
So
next 2 weeks. The
maybe.
summit is taking place.
Okay. That I
It's a meeting
misunderstood.
and a collection of minds that is scheduled to take extra time.
Okay.
So maybe we
Yeah.
plan for the just bid our time and get into that mansion eventually when it's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
like, you could go to the summit over this next 2 weeks, check out what's going on, depending on how long that takes you or
Okay.
what path that takes you, and then go
Yeah.
to the mansion
Mansion.
when you come back and it's empty.
Am I mistaken
If it's empty.
or do I recall that Tristan was invited to the summit?
Tristan, the town master?
Yeah.
No.
Oh
Okay. Okay.
no! Yeah, I don't think he's
I'm
involved
not
in
sure
it.
why I thought that, but
Okay.
okay.
Well,
So
our best bet is we got our supplies. We've gotten a decent amount of information from Anaxi, as much as information we can from some of the workers.
mm,
I mean, I guess our best bet is to
did
trek out to this thing.
right? I know we're getting close to time and we're gonna wrap soon, but like John,
Yep.
did Anaxi give us a timetable of when we should come back to him?
Yeah. Oh, I guess for when
He
it's ready.
he said that he's probably going to need a few days
Okay.
because he's got the
Okay.
necklaces and now he's looking for more information.
Okay, so I'm gonna update our to-do list right now. Our to-do list is going to consist of. I say, my thought is we head to the summit place. Anybody disagree? We go there.
No.
How long? How
I
do
mean,
we, John? We
go
know
there.
how far away that is, right?
Yeah, it's about a day's travel.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's go there. It takes a day. We hang out for a day, and we come back in a day. So that gives an actually 3 days. See what we can find out in a
Yep.
day's time. We fucking survive if we can, and then we come back to Naxi with any new info we may have. See what info he has, and then we go from there.
Yeah. Yep. We plan on.
Does anybody
whether
have
we
any?
go back out or whatever.
Does anybody
No,
have any
I got
better
it.
idea? John, I apologize, John, that I keep hitting you up for info. It's not that I'm not paying attention, it's that we've had a month off and I forget shit.
You
Uh,
are good, man. We've had a month off, and tonight alone I've been tossing. We've been
well,
getting a lot of shit.
like,
So
is there any, like, it seems like cheating to me as a player, but, like, is there something I'm missing? Because, like, for now, that seems like the best plan we have. Like,
Yeah.
I can't think of anything
Go
better
to
to
the
do.
event,
it would be
And,
get any
and
kind of
then,
information.
to me
come
seems
back.
like your best option.
yeah, and then maybe when we come back, like, because
It's the option that you know is going to give you the most answers. Basically,
and
there could be answers at the testing site. There could be answers at the mansion. but you're almost guaranteed you're going to
Right.
find something out just by seeing who is at the summit.
And then all this shit is
Definitely people
taking place south of town, right?
Yes.
Okay, so on our way back to Anaxi, we what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out the mansion, and we're gonna like actually before we head out, what I want to do is, and maybe we can just like fast forward to that real quick. I want to see what
It's fine.
the grounds of the mansion look like. Like I want to see how many people are just like on patrol or standing guard, and then
I'm cool with that.
when we head there, when we come back, I want to see if those numbers have dwindled and by how many. Because, like, I
Gotcha.
think that would give us a good gauge of how populated the inside is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if,
Yeah.
if like,
How
if,
much
like,
they're shipping them out and stuff.
right, like, if half the
So-
guards from the outside are gone, maybe half the people from the inside are also gone. You know what I'm saying?
True,
Yeah.
true. I'll do a little recon thing or something if you want me to do some checks
Well, I
or
mean,
something.
it could just be as easy as just walking past it, like on the street,
True.
and just looking. Because, like, if we're just
True.
walking, nobody's gonna think shit about it.
Yeah, nobody's.
Yeah.
Or it could
Just
send.
go ahead and everybody roll me a quick perception check for that.
Okay. I was gonna say, or I could fucking roll a familiar up in there at some point.
Got a 20.
I rolled a 18.
What'd you get, Austin?
20.
I rolled a 12. Shit.
12. So Austin
Yeah, 12.
and Barney, you both noticed they got a couple guards kind of roaming. And it looks like 2 stationed at like the front door. But other than that, that's about all you see. You do know that that's way down from about a month ago when you got into town.
Okay.
They had groups of like 4 and 5 patrolling together, and now it's down to 2.
Okay. And John, just because we haven't really asked, like, about like if you had to just put like a X by X on this mansion, how big is it? Like, I know it's huge, but like
Yeah, like let's say
here,
Compared to some of the other buildings.
here's what I'm thinking.
Like, is it compared to Dolwood Ranch?
Like,
You know?
here's what I'm thinking.
Like,
super meta wise, like maybe we get in there, and it's kind of
I'm thinking like a
Go ahead.
I want to say like 120 by 60.
Okay. Like, here's what I'm thinking, and I know this is a bit.
That's pretty big, right?
Yeah, that's.
I'm not good with that kind of stuff.
I mean, that's as far as a firebolt goes, or a magic missile. But like, here's what I'm thinking. and Maybe this is me speaking in metagame, but like, maybe if we do try and infiltrate that, I mean, I can't imagine that he's gonna leave anything valuable not on his person. But maybe there's answers in there, and maybe if we try and infiltrate it, it's like a bit of a dungeon crawl kind of thing, like, or kind of like Austin's place at the you know the what the fuck was it, Austin? Like the place we went to, where like there's a bunch of rooms, and we're not going to be fighting
the little arena.
Yeah, like all 100 dudes at once, where we can fight a group of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can take it in pieces. Like, maybe maybe we learn something in there.
Yeah.
Because unless it's me forgetting some shit or something, I'm kind of stuck. Like, I'm like, everything seems dangerous. And maybe this is
There's only so much we can do.
Maybe this
gotta go somewhere.
Maybe this is my character paranoia spilling into my own paranoia. But it's like everything seems dangerous. So like, maybe we go there, we see what we can find, we come back, hit up Anaxi, and then maybe we see what's in the mansion. I don't know. We'll find out next week or whatever.
I'm cool with that because I mean,
sounds.
We
sounds
really
perfect.
have no other recourse, honestly, other than going somewhere and doing something. You know.
We'll go ahead and stop here, and you guys can keep discussing.